You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.
All right, everybody, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Just making sure that all of the stuff is correct. It looks correct, so that's a good sign. You are watching the Ask Captain Jack show, and actually, what I wanted to do, get rid of this real quick, is I wanted to make sure that I had up the information about the Raiders free agent tracker, because we're going to be delving into that. I want to make sure that I have the latest and greatest up, so we'll have that at our fingertips as we get over there. We are going to pop it up in just a little bit. But how are you guys doing otherwise? I have to say this, if you are over on Facebook, please look at the scroll. Look at the scroll. In fact, I gotta move my camera up a little bit. Sorry. Let's see here. I know. Last minute stuff. Is that better? Yeah. A little bit. Anyway, look at the scroll, because you're missing out. I can't see. God frickin' darn it. This is what happens when you don't do a... Well, I did the camera check beforehand, but it's a little bit too low. For those that get motion sickness, I apologize. Is that better? Yeah. This is what friggin' when you are anal retentive like I am. There we go. For those that get motion sickness, I apologize. But we are going to have some of this information up at our grasp. So I wanted to make sure it was available right now. So we are showing that here. And unfortunately, I can't I can't get the full screen, or if I use the full screen, the the audio doesn't work. We found that out the other night when I had a bunch of things up, and then I had the screen on, and people are like, well, we can't see you, or we can see that, but we can't hear you. So the first thing I'm going to say is, well, first off, thanks for being here, Robert Hawk, Mary Brennan, and my wonderful young awesome dude, Whiskey Tango Fox, the WTF fan. My favorite fan of the Washington football team. I gotta say that. My favorite fan of the Washington football team. The young man definitely knows his stuff. And again, I apologize not being able to do, well, actually what I can do is I might make it a little bigger. See if I can do that. Yeah, there we go. That makes it a little bit bigger. And this way you can still hear me. So let's go into what we were talking about. These are, and it's not up to date because they had other people that have been signed. Gosh darn it, they need to update their friggin' website. Because Martin, the center that was the starting center for the Houston Texans, has been signed as well. So he's not up here, but he's a new signing by the Raiders. And again, if you are over on Facebook, I cannot see all your comments. I apologize. I'm sorry. I can't see all your comments. But I do want to say, if you are watching on Zodiac TV, far friggin' out. Awesome. The Northeast Streaming Sports Network is streaming on Zodiac TV. And this is my first show on Zodiac TV. I'm just stoked. New acquisitions for the Raiders, as it says, John Brown, the speedster, late of the Buffalo Bills, is on our team now. So for all those that were pissed off that we lost Aguilar, and I was a little upset at that, Brown is actually a better receiver as far as his catch percentage. He's fast, too. Lester Cotton has been re-signed. It says new, but he's been in our system before. And he is the big guard from Alabama. A couple seasons in. Big signings as well. Kenyon Drake replacing was it Devontae Booker? I thought it said Josh Booker. I actually work with a guy named Josh Booker. So that's where the Booker came from. Devontae Booker, who is left to be a Giant. People are saying that we spend too much on Kenyon Drake. I'm not a cap guy right now. But it doesn't matter. Booker wanted to go elsewhere, and Kenyon Drake wanted to be here. And he's shifty. And we got two awesome tackles in Quentin Jefferson and Solomon Thomas. Thomas has not lived up to his draft value at number 3. But you know what they always say, a change of scenery. And then the prize of the draft, the free agency period, is Yannick Ngakoue, who people were wanting us to spend a bunch of money on last year in a trade, but we ended up getting him in free agency. And he came here because why? Because Bradley was our defensive coordinator, and he worked under Bradley when Bradley was the coach of the Jags. I'm watching my Gators right now. They're moving ahead a little bit more than what they were. It was a very tight game. Oh, nice stuff! Now up by 10, my Gators. My Gators. I actually went to school there. So those are the new additions along with Martin. Okay. Then these folks have been re-signed. Carrier, a really good tight end. Hankins, another defensive tackle, which we need. Irving along the defensive line. He can play tackle as well as end. Zay Jones, good receiver. Haven't seen enough of him yet, but I think he will be a really good re-pickup for us. Vickers we picked up at end. Nick Morrow is back. And Peterman right now, he's our number 3, but he's probably going to go to number 2 real quick as soon as we get rid of Mariota, who is too big for his britches. Yes, I said it. Too big for his friggin' britches. Theo Riddick also was signed, the running back, as well as Trent Sieg. Riddick I really like. Now, this list is not up to date because we re-signed Denzel Good for 2 years, which I really like. Jason Witten has retired, so he shouldn't even be on this list. Now, the other guys, Daryl Worley was being looked at, but Nevin Lawson is definitely being looked at, and Malik Collins is gone. So there you go. And Daniel Carlson was tendered for like was it a 2nd-round pick? So if anybody wants him, they're going to have to break out some money for the picks. So there you go. Stop that screen, and then we'll reshare again. And again, apologies. I can only do one thing at a time here. So we'll get things squared away. Share that up. And there we go. And we'll make this bigger. Just kind of talking to myself here so we all know what's going on. Again, welcome to the show. Ask Captain Jack. Let me get back to some of the comments. I appreciate it. Again, we are here. Hey, Kaylee McLaughlin is here. Thank you, Kaylee. I appreciate you being in here, hon. Robert Hawk gave me a thumbs up. And Mary Brandon, my favorite, and I'm going to say it correctly, Bronco fan, is in the house. And here's, like I said, we got the WTF, my Washington friend, Mary Brandon, my wonderful, wonderful Bronco fan. Boats rocking over at Northeast Streaming Sports. Make sure you are there watching our shows. Matt Marinovich is in the house. And was it just me or did Ohio State get bounced in the 1st round? Yeah, Rob, it was. It wasn't just you. And I say this, and I know that you and Don Webb are big Buckeyes. I get it. And also Raider Houston Steve, because he was going back and forth with me as well. I gotta say it. I gotta say it, because I would be holding my tongue if I didn't. It just was that you didn't want to get knocked out by the Gators again, so Oral Roberts went ahead and did you a favor. Go ahead and write. I know the comments are coming. Hey, Oso's in the house, and I was happy to see that I was watching the brand new production of, was it unscripted, uncensored? I think it's uncensored, over at the TNBC channel with Corey the Rig. Great show. It crapped out at the end, though. You guys are going to tell me what happened. And thank you for sharing, Oso. Need a free safety other than Heath? Well, you know what? Yeah, Heath's a good player. We do need to get more dynamic. And we got the Bears in the house. Da Bears. The defense guys. That's Mr. Flores, if I'm not mistaken. Again, if you are watching, thank you for being here. Watching, thank you for sharing up. And throw up a thumbs up if you like it. And I'm seeing my boy Ed Wincher. I want to thank Ed for donating to my my birthday cause. I was doing a fundraiser for the Wounded Warrior Project. And Ed came through with a donation. I can say that, Ed, because people saw you actually donate. But Ed's a great guy. And you're not late, Kayla. You're here. Big part of Gruden's offense is the running game. Yeah, and Drake was needed. We saw how valuable Devontae Booker was. And Drake, if he remains healthy, will be a great addition. The Raiders receivers, good question. Well, we got Ruggs and Edwards back. They're in year 2 now. They're not rookies anymore. Obviously, Hunter Renfrow. Zay Jones was re-signed. I think they re-signed, was it, the young kid that we got from the Jags. But it's Ruggs and Renfrow and Edwards, either in year 2 or year 3. Zay Jones, Not a rookie, but a younger guy. There's 4. I can look at the roster. The kid we got from was it Brown from the Bills? So there's 5. And ooh, there you go, another 2 off the break. 63-54, Florida up over Oral Roberts. A Nation Uncensored, yeah, they did. And Raider Neil's in here. Captain, it was that's like always to Mary, and there you go. I love Haley being in here. Oh, Jason Dean is here, and yeah, see, Jason likes you too, Mary. And the boss, got to give her a salute. Tiffany Nicole Green of Elite Superfans. Thank you for being in here, and thank you for letting me be here and hanging out. We got a lot of folks. We got Asylum. Yeah, Dawes. That's who it was. I think that they were going after Dawes. There's my girl. Love my V-girls. Valerie. There's Vicky. There's Vanessa. There's Valerie. And there's V. Massey. Those are 4. And if you count the young lady on the bottom. Oh, is it the wrong one? Okay, let me redo the brand thing. If you count this young lady, I had the wrong one up. See, Becky, she's Velvet Raider, red. So there's another V. So there's 5. Love my V ladies. Love my V ladies. Thank you for being here. If you are watching on Facebook, please get over to YouTube. North Texas Rams signed Deshaun Jackson to a what? I want to see a source on that, WTF. I want to see a source. And again, thank you for being here. If you're on Facebook, please get over to YouTube. Got 16 watching on YouTube. Got 8 thumbs up. And I appreciate if you give me a thumbs up. Again, the reason why I want you watching on YouTube is that the sound is better, the audio is better, the picture is better, and if you use the what do you call it? The $sign thing, which is like for Super Chat, Super Sticker, every time you give a $5 donation, you get an entry into the Captain's Treasure Chest of Prizes. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oakland Raider Savage is in the house. Oh yeah! Is that okay? Is that up for it? Not bad. I gotta watch. That's another reason why I gotta come over here. Now I do have my phone up. So if you want to start calling, you can call. If you want to be in the studio with me, per Bleacher Report. Okay. Thank you there. That's why I said always get a source. Always get a source. And the reason why I say that is because I'm an analyst and I always like to see what the source is. Because then I know whether it's worthwhile looking for or if it's a bunch of crap. If you want to be in studio, there's the link. StreamYard.com with a bunch of letters and numbers. Hit the link if you are watching on YouTube. That's another reason why it's easier if you watch on YouTube. Just hit the link. And Jason Hunter's making calzone. And Asylum's and now we got it. We got a good crew up here. Like I said, let me even show this. If you look at the bottom, you see myself up in the screen, but you have into the right. You also have Raider Homer, Polo, Gorilla Rilla, Raider Savage, Asylum, Jason Dean and his alter ego, Raider Demon King. You got the Mob Boss. You got Joker Raider. And again, since I have the hat on, make sure you're heading on over. Let me do some plugs here as well. JR60 brands. For Raider fans and for fans of other teams, there's going to be some more things that are on the JR60 site. But support really good dudes. I mean, I tell people, if you want to support, I support particular people. And JR60, because this is one of their hats, right? See it? I don't want to screw it up. JR60 brands, go over there. JR60 brands, Bocadillo Universe. Those are the cartoon figures. WTF? Did you not get it? Well, see, also I can't put them on. Maybe I'll have a second page. Yeah, maybe I'll do a second page with two. And I'll go in between the two of them. But I don't make that. That is by Oscar Toledo. He made that for me. And that's why I said I'm going to make sure that Oscar, who helps out with the show a lot, give him a lot of plugs. But yeah, you can tell Oscar. The Executioner says, "What's up?" Hey, Johnny Jimenez, good to see you. Oh, the link again for the coming into studio. Let me put that up there again. There it is for you, WTF. And again, if you want to call, again, if you're on Facebook, please get over to YouTube. If you're on YouTube, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. If I haven't spoken about your subject yet, that is why you have to go and call. Let me get that banner up as well. We do this. That's the banner. WTF, you almost ready, brother? I see you're almost there. Are you having trouble with your camera? I see it's gray. And like I said, WTF, really, really awesome young gentleman. There he is. You're hiding on me, man. Or you remember there is a height requirement. You must be this tall to ride this ride. He's nicely telling me to pack sand. I'm going to bring him on. And again, I want folks to welcome my buddy. There he is.
Hello.
Right with me. How you doing? Hey, wait a second. You're in my spot. I got to move you. See, I have to, because I gotta be by my Bocadillo. There you are. Hey, now I gotta ask you again. Now we all want to know. Now, WTF? How old are you, and what grade are you in?
So I am 13, and I'm in 7th grade.
Okay, cool, man. I remember 7th grade, man. That was when school got interesting, man. You know, that's when you know, hanging out with the chicks was starting to be, you know, a real thing. So that's when it. Well, I mean, I was advanced. I was actually doing that in like 3rd and 4th grade. But you know, 7th grade is where it gets interesting. And to be fair, because I don't want people to say that I'm sexist. Hanging out with people you choose to hang out with, which of whatever sex, is up to you. How's that?
Correct.
There you go. I don't want people to call me a phobe. And but people were saying, by the way, I got my pirate on my neck as well. You got to see the pirate here. So there you go. Hey, Loyola.
Yes, sir.
Winning. There you go, brother. How you doing?
Oh, I'm so excited about that. I'm not gonna lie. When I was watching that game, and there was like 5 minutes left, I'm like, anything could happen. I mean, Illinois can turn it on in a snap, and they could win the game.
For sure.
But we held on. We won. So
and I tell you what, beating them 1 seed, and yeah. I had them going pretty far. I mean, I didn't do a bracket, but just looking at the way they've been playing, I figured that they would get minimum to like Elite 8, you know. Yeah, but getting bounced in the 2nd round, man, that's awesome. And at least it was a school that, you know, you have a feel good story for as well.
Yeah, I mean, I know it messed up a lot of people's brackets. And myself, I am one. But at the beginning of the game, I thought I was gonna win, but they turned it on a little bit, and then we stopped them again, and I think. I think Illinois just. I feel like Illinois wasn't ready. I think they were so confident that they could go far because everybody had them far in their brackets or whatever. So I think that got to them a little bit.
All
Yeah.
right. So obviously who do you got in this game? I'm watching my Gators play, and I'm biased because I'm a Gator. Who do you got in this game?
So who is it? The Gators and who?
Gators and Oral Roberts, and Oral Roberts is the team that tripped up Ohio State.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna go with the Gators just because I was born in Tampa. So
You were born where?
I was born in Tampa.
Hey, I know all about that place, considering it's about 25 miles west of me right now.
Yeah.
Now, are you a service brat? Because you've been bouncing around, and you've been bouncing around some areas that have military bases. That's why I got to ask.
No. So my dad, he got a job in Illinois and moved here, and we've been here ever since I was maybe 3. So.
Okay. Well, again, and I was talking you up. There's an epic echo. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Is it me? If you can hear it, then I might need to change my. Hang on a second here. Let me go to, because I know what might be doing. Hang on. There we go. I got the echo cancellation on. Hopefully that'll work out. I was doing some sound checks, and I was worrying about different things. So hopefully that echo will be gone. Apologies.
Yeah.
And Savage tells you need to tell Whiskey Tango Fox to quote Ricky Henderson, "I'm the greatest of all time." Because again, I was calling you my favorite, my favorite former team that used to be called the Redskins, but now the Washington football team. We talked about that as well. Now, I gotta ask: has the Washington football team signed anybody yet?
We had some actually big signings. We signed I think about 4, 5 players. I know we signed Ryan Fitzpatrick to a 1-year deal for $10 million. We signed Curtis Samuel to a 3-year deal worth $34 million. And we signed William Jackson III. I don't know. I think it was a 3-year deal, something. I don't remember the money. I'm excited. I really am.
And folks, I got to say this. I knew the gentleman knew his stuff because we talked about it on my last show. So I lobbed him a softball and he hit it out of the park, okay? Because he definitely knows what's going on. He's a fan who keeps up with things, and that's one of the reasons why Tiffany, like I said, the boss over at Elite Superfans, she definitely wants to make sure that you have some run in the club. So we are definitely looking forward to having you there as well. Now, I got you. I got to say this as well. Now that you've addressed some things in free agency, what are you still looking for that needs to be addressed? Now, granted, there's still lots of free agency left, but what do you want to see addressed in the draft?
I think, like you said, there's a lot of free agency left, and I think it just depends on how everything pans out in the rest of the free agency. But I can't see us sign anybody else. I would love to get Rashad Bateman. I like him. He's a wide receiver. I haven't looked too much into the draft. Now, you did ask me last time I was on about Mac Jones, and I said no.
Yes, I did.
It's not that I don't like him. I just can't. Us now getting Ryan Fitzpatrick, I can't see us getting a quarterback in the early rounds.
Well, wait. Here's a second, though. You got Ryan Fitzpatrick, who's old as dirt. You got the young kid, Heineke, that played well, but he's like a second-year player. And are you on twice? Did you pop in again? Yeah, you did. I'm gonna remove you. Yeah, because you got a second thing coming on. Uh,
Oh, I do.
yeah, but again, and then you have Alex Smith. So again, you got a quarterback who's one injury away from not playing
Here,
again.
hold on, Cap.
Okay.
We released Alex Smith.
Okay. Well, see, this is why I have the people that know on the show. When did this happen?
This happened before, I think, the start of March, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. See,
He
I
hasn't
didn't.
gotten signed anywhere. I don't think he will.
Yeah. Well, okay, and again, let's see, people other here is Alex Smith. Yep, Savage. I got it. And again, I didn't see that. And again, I only get so much. So again, by the way, if you want to be on the show with myself and my boy WTF, the link is there. If you want to call in, the number is 813-699-0834. And I'm gonna let you out on this one, bud. Washington, yes, I almost said that R word again. Washington made the playoffs, okay? And I tell you, they were spirited in their playoff game against that team that I despise. But I gotta ask, fluke year, going a better year upcoming, maybe deeper in the playoffs, or who do you think is going to win that division next year? And who's going to be your biggest rival in that division? Pending the draft, but who do you think is going to be the biggest rival as far as keeping you out of the playoffs?
Now, I think we're gonna make the playoffs again. I mean, there's a lot of teams who are gonna be our rivals other than the Cowboys or the Eagles. I don't think they'll be good this season. But other than that, I mean, I think with Daniel Jones getting Kenny Galladay, it's gonna. I don't think it's just gonna put a little more weight on our shoulders. And I think the Cowboys are gonna have a great team with Dak coming back. I like Dak a lot. But yeah, I mean, I think we'll win it, and I think the Cowboys are going to be our main rival this season.
Okay, well, WTF, I'm going to introduce you to one of my buddies real quick because I got to do this because we need to get space here. I'm bringing on Corey the Raider.
What's up, family?
There you go. And Corey, I got WTF, my young, very knowledgeable Washington football team fan that's over on that corner for you. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't lose you and that you had a chance to talk to Corey. By the way, WTF, Corey does shows as well. Now, granted, it is definitively way more Raider-centric than I am. And the language is you might have to sign a waiver to watch, but it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Nation Uncensored. Yeah, we loved it. You know what I mean? Just the outlet that gets shit off your chest. You know what I mean? Because let's face it, we as fans get frustrated, and then we as fans get frustrated behind fans and so forth and so on. You know what I mean? So just the outlet to let shit off your chest. Excuse my French.
Yeah. Well, and again, I gotta say that I'm trying to do right by my folks up at Northeast Streaming Sports to try to make sure that the S word is probably the most we hear and not a lot of it.
Okay. My bad,
Captain. I'm sorry. It's like when I went to such things, I needed to make sure that I get that content expressed on there. Hey, WF shipmate, I appreciate you coming on, man. And again, you are always welcome on my show, and I salute you because you know what, you got your stuff in one sock.
Yeah, I appreciate coming on here. But right now, y'all have a good night, and I'm not gonna lie. I do hope the Raiders do good this season.
Hey, I like
Thank you,
that.
brother. Thank you. Hey, man, y'all got to stutter that defensive end, man. That kid's nice. Chase Young.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Chase
He's
Young.
nice. He's nice.
There you go. Hey, WTF, come on board anytime there, bud. You know your aces with me, man.
See you, Captain. Thank you, guys.
All right, brother.
All right, be well, partner. There you go. That's my boy, man. I like him. And by the way, Mary, I see you. I see you, Mary. So don't worry. Don't go nowhere. I want to make sure that I don't lose people. So when they come back in, that they know that I can see them, because I'm definitely going to have some 3 shots as well. And
Oh yeah.
Corey, I gotta let you talk, or I gotta let you talk to my lady here, who is awesome when we do get a chance to go there. Mary is awesome. She's a Bronco, but she's a great, awesome lady. So I want to make sure that you know that.
Hey, I love all fans as long as you're loyal. That's it though. You gotta be loyal, and you can't give up on your team. You know what I mean? Like I see that too much even in Raider Nation. That's why, it was an honor to be kind of on an uncensored platform, just to let it be known, how dissatisfied we was.
Oh no! I tell you what, Mary is anything if not loyal. Trust me, cool. She is very loyal.
Right.
And before we get into your stuff as well, when I need to look at my private chat. Oh, okay. I just saw something from my boy WTF a little bit late in the game, but I'm gonna have you on, Corey. First off, I love the show tonight with the Raider Band.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Then it popped at the end, or was it my computer?
What?
Did my computer not pick it up at the end, or did I lose the feed, or what?
What do you mean?
Because it stopped for me after a while, and I thought that it might have been your show had power loss or something.
Oh, really? What happened was the bear got disconnected. He lost his battery on his phone, so he had to use his wife's phone.
There for that. Yeah, I was there for that. And after that.
Oh, really? It stopped?
Yeah. It said that this video cannot be seen, and then because by the way, I had the answer prior to that other kid, and I showed Oso in a screen capture, but I guess it was depending upon which broadcast you were seeing.
Right.
Was how it came up.
And that's what's goofy. Like, whenever you're doing Facebook Live, like what I'm seeing compared to what you're seeing is like 2 different things. Because I know that even happens on the Raider Bear show. Like, he'll say, whenever he does his award show, you remember that, because people will be like, I was first. And meantime, on his screen, it's all out of sequence. That's the only whack thing about Facebook. But
yeah, well, and that's why I tell people to come over to YouTube. Huh? That's why I said, people, come over to friggin' YouTube. It's more consistent.
Right.
But no, yeah. I wanted to give you props for that. You and Bear had a very entertaining show.
I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I'll have to see why it cut off. I didn't even realize that it did. So
no, it might have just been my computer. It might have just been my computer. Right. But I showed also because I wanted to win your patch, because I'm going to put your patch with all the other patches that I have. I'm going to make a and again, I hate the term, but a super fan patch vest. So it's all the fans of Raider Nation that go out and do things. I'm going to have, which reminds me, thanks for it. See, you gave me the segue right there. I had a chance to see Raider at Pepsi this weekend.
I got her too. Yes.
There you go. I got the Raider at Pepsi patch right here. And if you haven't done so already, see, I'm prepared. I actually had these ready. Get with Navajo Raider, who puts out some quality patches as well. Right. Go on Facebook and find some quality patches by Navajo Raider. And again, Corey the Raider has his own patches, so make sure that you before you pop out of here. There you go, right on cue, man. I can't. You had the segue. So go get yourself a Corey the Raider patch as well. Now,
Yeah.
I gotta ask, Mary, you ready? Oh yeah, I tell you, I got to do this, man. First of all, let me get this comment off.
All right.
Because did it go yet? Boy, my computer is slow AF, and not as Fonzie like they have on that show. It's not slow as Fonzie. It is slow a you know what?
Right.
I bring to the screen my favorite lady of all, Bronco Mary. Thank you. And again, Mary, also I want to thank you for all that you've done for all of us as well. And if you're going to support a team, there's nobody better in my mind than this young lady right here as well. Mary, this is Corey. Corey, this is Mary.
Hey, Mary, what's going on?
Sorry for the orange glow. I know it's kind of messing with all the black and silver there. There's this like orange haze where I'm at. I know it's a little bright here.
Well, you better give me some positive orange and blue positives because right now the Gators are losing by 1 point to Oral Roberts.
I'm sorry for you, but I only care about the Broncos. You know that, my friend.
Orange and blue on Saturdays and in basketball, fantastic. Not so much on Sundays, though.
Well, and that's a correction because I do support the Women's National Football Conference too. And I told you about that. I don't think people realize that there's actually teams. There's over 19 different teams in that division. And it's the same as the version of the NFL. So I do support my Denver Bandits. They are red and black. So that's close to you guys, but and their home uniforms are actually black and silver, just saying. But I think they have a team. I think they have a team in Las Vegas, as well as another one in Florida. They're everywhere.
Yeah, I think we got one in Pittsburgh too.
Yeah, it's a much shorter season. It's only like 6 games, but there's some amazing, amazing women on that. They're going to make me an honorary coach so I can go because there's not going to be any fans allowed. So I'm going to be the coach of fan appreciation.
That's awesome. Now, you got it. Now, the one thing that, like you said, you can get with Corey's show, and this was prior to me going to Northeast Streaming Sports, where my Fs were coming a mile a minute, and I can't wait because next Sunday I get to be on Corey's show, and I can let him fly. I can let him fly. I just try not to do it while I'm streaming for the good people out here, but. Corey, you definitely, every time we play the Broncos, you definitely need to make sure you send an invite out to Mary so she can be a special guest and come on the show. And I tell you what, she knows her X's and O's. Okay. And she will get into the things like, well, this is the reason why I think that this is going to happen and yada, yada, yada. And the one thing I like about Mary is that she's also up on free agency. Mary, what's going on with the Broncos?
Honestly, well, I want to talk about the one sad thing that I didn't like was that we let Philip Lindsay go, and I believe he went to the Texans for 1 year. And honestly, I hope he runs amok for him because he's totally an incredible baller. He's fast on his feet. He can surprise you. So I'm going to be sad to see the Colorado kid gone, but I was super happy. I mean, we've got Ronald Darby as cornerback, and the big acquisition we got was Kyle Fuller. So that's going to help our game. Also, Justin Simmons is now, they signed him another 4 years, and he's now one of the highest paid safeties, I believe. And our boy Vaughn is still here. So, and Shelby Harris as well. So we kept some key people. We brought on a couple, and it sounds like everything I've read, they're kind of sticking with Drew Lock. I don't know. I mean, I don't know now since we got Kyle Fuller. I don't know what they're going to do in the draft. I mean, I think we could benefit by getting a veteran quarterback to come in to kind of coach, because as a younger player, I think Drew needs that, but I don't know what they're going to do. I haven't seen yet. I just honestly, losing Lindsay kind of made me sad. I was sad to see him go, but I'm one of those. I support him though. Like he went there, and I heard Emmanuel Sanders is now in the Bills. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited that they're going to go places, and hopefully they can run for other teams, and they didn't have that opportunity here. No, Watson is not going to be in Denver. No.
Okay, I have to ask. Marinovich is setting me up for this. So, because you've got to go better than Drew Lock, though, honey. I mean, if that is your quarterback answer, the question is, a Jeopardy
he has
question.
to have someone. From what I've read, though, George doesn't want to create the competition in the quarterback area, which I kind of disagree with that. I think he needs some. I think even if it was, say, like an Alex Smith or as somebody to come in to kind of coach to help him, who has that leadership role, because he's really not had a chance to do anything. I mean, what?
Marcus Mariota, you want him? We give us some drafts.
No. I don't want no draft picks for you. Ain't gonna happen.
No good for you.
If it happens, though, you called it. If that happens, Corey nailed it then.
Well, he's going to be released, so I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if he doesn't end up in a team that needs a good quarterback.
Right.
And that's why I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised, especially if going to a team that could stick it to the Raiders for saying, you let me go. So that's another reason why I see Mariota going over to Denver. And I really think that now, granted, he was injured at the very beginning of training camp, so he actually had and he had to learn a very diverse system with Gruden, and that's definitely crap, man. There's 16 seconds left, and Oral Roberts is winning.
Oh shoot!
I had to do the break here, obviously being a Gator. 3 points, 16-3, and we'll see what happens. I'm doing my show. I've been missing what's going on, but again. Mariota going to the Broncos, who is obviously they're quarterback hungry. He can't go to the Garglers because they're pretty much set with the kid out of Oregon, and that's a good thing for them. The Chiefs are obviously set, and obviously if he's not with the Raiders, I can really see Mariota going to the Broncos and making a name of himself. And we'll talk with Jason Dean about that when he comes on. But what is your before I let you go, any of you guys go? By the way, anybody wants to be on with Jason Dean? I'll do a 4-screen if we need to.
Oh, I know, man.
With Demon King, okay.
I'm getting ready to get up off here, Cap. You know I got to work in the morning, brother.
Okay, well that's why I wanted to make sure I grabbed you when I could, Corey. And again, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, shipmate, having you on. If there's anything you want to say before you leave, man, now's the chance to do it.
Just as a fan base, we need to get it together, man. You know what I mean? Grow up. Like, there ain't no reason to bash people and keep bashing people if you don't agree with their opinion about somebody. You know what I mean? Like, we watch this for fun and entertainment, but when you start to make it feel like a political backfield, that's not for everybody. You get what I'm saying? Because let's face it. You know what I mean? So
truly, football is family. That's the one thing that brings us together. I mean, on the field, we all, that's why we're all here. It's the love of our team that's brought us together. But you can take that to a bad place or you can make it a good place. And I like the fact that, I've got a lot of friends now. They get a lot of Raider stuff on their feed. They're like, Mary, you got to stop talking to all those Raiders. And I'm like, well, they're good people. We're just friends. That's all it is.
Right.
But I know game day, it's the same way too. It's got to be fun. It's got to be fun, and there's no reason to get ugly or mean at all.
Well, let me ask you something real quick, if you don't mind. What's your name again? I forgot.
Mary.
All right. Do you guys witness that amongst your Denver fan base of like going at each other's throats?
Honestly, before I became a part of Elite Superfans, there are some other different Bronco groups I've been a part of where it's Broncos only, no other teams. And that's one thing I kind of liked about this group is it brought everybody together. It's not about your Raiders, I'm Bronco. We can't talk to each other. We're supposed to hate each other.
Right.
And so I have seen it before. I've just never partaked with that, and I don't hang out with those kind of people. Those are not my people.
Amen.
I don't like anybody.
Hey,
I don't like anybody.
You're a liar. You like everybody. Stop it.
I hate everybody.
That's why I want to make sure that I got Jason Dean on before Corey left so that we had a nice big family reunion here.
Right.
My dude.
Right.
My dude, Corey, my positive brother. He's my guy. I love Corey. I love watching his show. I think it's amazing that we have people that think the same way. It's great. The positivity is amazing. We need more than that, more in the Raider Nation with that. Corey, and just like you said, I'm going to piggyback off that. There are a lot of people in the nation that are jealous. They get pissed off. They want to dog people. They want to drag you down. Don't ever let anybody do that to you. I don't let them do it to me. Don't let them do it to you. They're just jealous. They're just mad that they ain't as positive as you are. Forget them people. I would say a couple bad words, but I know captains, we can't do that. But we will on your
Yeah,
show.
we ain't on my show, brother, yet.
Yeah.
Save that for Sunday.
I got you.
Speaking
But
of that,
yeah.
next month I'll have Demon King on with me.
Yes, he will. He will be there full gear, and there will be no holds barred.
All right, man. I'll be full gear.
And again, I only because with the network is trying to get sponsorship and things like that. And
I get it,
so
Captain. Don't worry, Captain. We'll get Jim Beam to sponsor us, Southern Comfort, Jack Daniels. We'll get Newports, Marble Lights, all that. We'll get them all to sponsor us. We'll be all right. We'll get Booze and Smokes.
Okay, yeah. Well, not that there's no booze and smokes in Raider Nation, that's for sure.
We'll make sure we get Modelo's because that's my favorite drink.
Hey,
Well, it has to be because Tampa, the Black Hole is sponsored by Modelo, so that's an obvious thing.
Absolutely. Modelo's.
we got to get
There you
on
go.
parrot food, too, because every captain has a parrot.
I'm Captain's parrot.
There you go. I don't need a parrot. I got my boy right there.
That's right. That's right. I repeat everything with profanity.
And again,
Yes.
that's why I love Jason Dean in here, and I love Mary and Corey. Thanks again for being here as well, partner.
yeah.
I know you got to get up early too.
Yeah, man. I gotta hit the sack.
Corey, I love you, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow, man. Have a
All
great
right,
day.
brother. Love you, man. Love you. Hey, fan base, just stay positive all the time. All right, 100.
There you go. Thanks again, Corey. And I'll be on next Sunday. I'll curse my ass off.
How you doing, Mary? How's everything, Mary? That's awesome to hear.
See, I had to wear my shirt so that way I
I
can have my
love
little Bocadillos on there.
I love it. I have a Boca. I have a shirt of me, of the Demon King. I got two of them made. One for me and one for my girlfriend. That's it.
That's awesome. Does it say I am with Demon King?
Hers is pink. Hers is pink with the head of the Boca on it, and mine is black and silver. And on the back of it, it says RN4L.
That's awesome. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, she rocks it. She likes the Demon King shirt. She likes them sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. Till you have too many of those Modelos.
Yeah, she's new. She's new to the Raider Nation, and like when we went to Atlanta, like I was full gear. She didn't really see too much of it. So when I take her to Vegas, she's gonna get full fledged. How it goes with tailgates and everything. So I think she can handle it. I'm very loud without the gear on, so she'll be able to handle me out there. We should be all right.
But that'll be exciting for her to see that and be a part of it too.
Oh, absolutely.
Just to experience the family and know what that's like.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like we're going out to Vegas for Nasili's fight. They're having a benefit for Peter Tuiasosopo's daughter that he lost through opiate abuse. She overdosed on opiates, and they're doing a benefit for her. So I'm going out there. Homer's going to be out there. Our friend Mad Max Mace is going to be out there. We're going to be out there. She's coming with me. She's going to see a little bit of it. I'm very happy that she gets to meet some of the people that she don't get to see all the time, so she can have these bonds and these friendships. So when we do go out on the road, she's there. She sees them. Oh, hey, what's up? Hey, remember me? Blah, blah, blah. She can be cool with the wives. So the men can just do what they do, go take pictures, get boozed up, and she can stay with the wives and make fun of us. So.
See, but then I hang with the men because I go take the pictures and get boozed up myself. So.
Atta girl, Mary. That's what I'm talking about. I'll bring her to Denver.
That'd be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
I'd definitely bring her to Denver.
To be fair, I'm getting killed by Robert Hawk. So again, the Gators lose.
So what? So what? Duke didn't even make the tournament.
There you go. So
Duke didn't even make the tournament.
The Gators played one more game than Ohio State did. That's all I'm going to say.
There's my dude Hollywood. Hollywood! I saw Raider Homer. Raider Homer was in the chat too, so wonderful. That's great. The night's ruined. The night's ruined now. Homer's here. It's ruined.
Oh, stop it. You too. The way you guys banter back and forth just cracks me up.
I love my Homer. That's my road dog, man. He's my guy. He is my guy.
Okay, so I got to say this because we are talking obviously our teams. Mary, have you been keeping up with Match Mardness, or you got anything going on there? You any insight? Did you do your brackets? Do you even care?
I don't even care. Honestly, I don't even care about it. I'm just excited. I'm looking at April for the draft and what's going on and when can they do things and is there going to be an event or not be an event, and I'm ready for football.
I did my bracket, and 2 out of my 4 Final Four teams got beat.
There you go.
Well, there you go.
Right.
Well, I want to say this to everybody again. If you want to be on the show, and I see Philly Mike is backstage. I haven't forgotten about you, Mike. Trust me on that. But I'm gonna save him for a one-on-one segment because we're gonna be talking Philly stuff. But before I bring him on, obviously this is an AFC West picture right here, and this is
yes, it is.
It's good family people. So, I gotta say, have you been impressed with free agency so far? And if you have, great. If not, what are your thoughts on what your team still needs prior to the draft?
Oh boy, go ahead, Mary. You can go first.
Obviously, we need a quarterback. I think that's just what it is. I think I don't know how else to do it. And if we end up getting your guy, and then so be it. At this point, I don't know what we can do. How many quarterbacks have the Broncos had in the last however many years since Peyton? It's like changing a light bulb joke these days.
You can have Deshaun Watson.
No, didn't somebody say that he went to the Rams?
No, it wasn't him. Deshaun Jackson went to the Rams.
Oh, okay.
Deshaun Watson is not going anywhere now. 12 cases against him. He's lucky he even makes the team.
Nobody's going to pick him up because of that. I think all talk stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for him. Yeah, he's done.
Okay. I was wondering. I'm like, it's like I thought a UFO might have grabbed you there, Jason Dean. I just saw.
They don't want me. They don't want me, Captain.
I just saw a bunch of black and then like a bright light, and then
you know what would happen if I ever got abducted by aliens? I'm taking the spaceship. I'm going to Kansas City, and I hate to say it, but I'm blowing Arrowhead Stadium up dead. It's done. Mary, you're safe because I like you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Don't blow up my stadium, okay? Or
no, you're good.
Or just do the mini mile high, not the big one. Do the little one. Okay.
Yeah, I might just take the head off that Bronco on the top of the stadium. That's about it.
and like I said, there. While we're still here, Mary, what are your thoughts on Sam Darnold coming out there?
I would be fine with that, honestly. I mean, look about it. Locke hasn't really done anything. I get everybody keeps thinking the quarterback of the future, but how many people had younger kids who came in and did what he did, and they've actually gone very, very far. So I would be fine with that.
Okay. So last words before we go. Oh, we lost. Well, I guess Demon King had his last word because he blinked out. I did not hit him. I did not release him. I did not kick him out of studio. So for those saying that I had an itchy trigger finger, I did not do that. Okay, and Demon King can attest to that. Mary, always a pleasure having you on as well. And And again, congratulations on your stint with the Denver ladies football team. The
Denver Bandits. Yeah, they're an amazing group of women. I actually met them when I was in the Ford Hall of Fans contest that first year. I met them at an event, and they kind of backed me up, and I started supporting them. And since then, I followed them ever since. And it's just become a very good friendship and relationship. And so I'm excited that I can be a part of that organization as well.
Sorry.
Okay. Again, that's proof that I did not kick Demon King out. It was him.
He kicked his own self out.
I kicked myself out.
There you go. And Mary, like I said, we'll do this in order. Thank you, honey, for being here.
Thank
and again,
you.
you are always welcome on my show, darling.
Thank
you. Take care of your health.
Love you guys. No, I am. I'm trying. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Love you. Have a great night.
You too.
Bye. Take care,
Bye
Miss
now.
Mary. You be well, darling.
Thank you.
You got it. I love Mary.
She's great.
The
only Bronco fan I actually talked to.
Yeah, and well, I'm trying to think. Do I know another one?
I don't know any. My dad used to like Elway back in the day.
Ooh, I wouldn't.
Oh, dude, you have no idea. It went from Elway and Montana to now he likes Brady. But since Brady to Tampa.
Is it me? Is it me or is it Demon King? Did we? Okay. Am I coming through okay?
Yeah, you're good, Captain. I just had to connect back to my Wi-Fi in my house.
Okay. I just wanted to be there. Well, I tell you what. I'm gonna throw Mike to the dogs before we tell Demon King that he has to go.
Throw him to the dogs. What up, Mike? Look at that ugly hat that you're wearing. Jeez, that's an ugly red.
What's up, Captain? How you
Don't
doing
piss
tonight?
me off.
That's an even uglier hat.
This is classic, man. This is classic.
I'm
What's
sorry
going
about your
on,
Gators,
Mike?
but we're Robert, baby. Going to the Sweet 16.
I tell you what, Mike, Oral Roberts and Loyola too, Sister Jean again.
Sister Jean,
Loyola
baby.
again, man. Wow.
I was shocked to see out today.
I was too. I was hoping to see Texas Tech win because that McClung kid. I've been watching him. I've been watching him since he was in high school. You know, and watching like his dunks and stuff. Yeah, I was hoping Texas Tech. I really was. But Arkansas didn't look terrible. North Texas is getting pummeled by Nova. Harley Bills is pretty happy about that.
Oh, Nova's winning, right?
Again,
Yeah, they're up 20.
I don't mind losing to Oral Roberts because I even said this to a bunch of my friends and family that are Gators. I said that Oral Roberts played their ass off against Ohio State, and the Gators were up big. But you know what? You got to close out the team. You got to close out the teams that can shoot.
I won't.
And they didn't do it. And I didn't watch the game because I was doing the show. But
I won't.
Congratulations to Oral Roberts on their victory for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how far they can go. I'm excited to see how far Loyola can go. I mean,
I'd love to see them two go at it. I'd love to see them two in the final.
We've had a lot of upsets this year, and I mean,
yeah,
I don't, the past year has been crazy, and I don't expect anything else. I mean, this is awesome. This is probably like the most upsets we've had in a long time in the tournament.
And it's because Duke isn't in the tournament.
Yeah. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah, I like the upsets. I enjoy that as long as my team isn't getting upset. Team? I can't even say Loyola's a Cinderella because they were there 2 years ago. Oral Roberts is the Cinderella this year. Yeah, I like to see how far they. Yeah, Villanova's up big. Yeah, they're up big. Yeah, they're up big.
I'm not like I said I might have said the other day, I'm not a big college basketball fan, but if I had to root for a team, it'd definitely be Villanova.
Yeah. Oregon State and Oak State is playing now. They're only 3-3, I thought Rutgers had a shot against Houston. They looked good. Did you? Yeah, Rutgers looked good against Houston. Yeah, Houston looked good today. Them and Rutgers played bad. Two of the best defensive teams in college basketball. So it was definitely a good game.
Going to make a run for it.
I tell you what, that Boeheim kid, Buddy Boeheim, man, a kid can play, he can shoot.
He's a freshman.
Yeah, right.
He's a
He better
freshman.
shoot
I'm
good
like-
as his dad is.
I was watching the game at my grandparents, and I'm like, what year is he? And I looked up, and we were shocked when we found out he was a freshman.
Yeah, yeah. And the kid can shoot. He shoot the
He
lights
didn't
out.
go to the pros this year.
Oh God, Ed, stop it with USC. Jeepers. God, USC.
USC tonight.
Oh my God. I'm gonna watch them get beat.
It's not just Ed. You got Johnny Jimenez going Trojans, baby.
Y'all can see it. Y'all can see it. Down with USC.
Put the knees up.
Oh God, get out of here. Go Irish.
Jason Dean, like I said, we're gonna do a draft show, so don't give up too much ammo.
Oh.
Get with me. Get with me when you want to do that show as well.
Captain, I'm
I'm
pretty.
eligible for the draft this year or no?
Yeah, I think he is, but I don't think his dad will let him go.
Really?
I missed the question. What was it? What was the question?
Is Boheim eligible for the draft?
I think he is, but I don't think his dad will let him go. Tell you the truth.
Okay.
And what I'm bummed out about, I love my guy from Notre Dame, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, but after the Morrow signing, I don't think we're going to draft him at 17. I'm pretty bummed.
What's your team?
Oh, college football?
No, pros, NBA.
NBA? I follow J.J. Redick, so I'm a Pelicans fan, but being down in Dallas, I'm a Mavs fan because my girl's a Mavs fan. So I'll cheer for them for her. You know, I think the Mavs need a shooter, and I would love J.J. Redick to go to Dallas. It would be great for me. But yeah, I follow wherever J.J. goes. I've had 7 different NBA teams.
Well, I tell you what, Jason, when the schedule comes out and we figure out where the Raiders are in the schedule, I have a feeling it's going to be the Thanksgiving game. I just kind of think.
How about that?
I think so. I think it's going to be the Thanksgiving game. But even if it isn't, we'll try to check the schedule and we'll see if we can do either a Stars game or a Mavericks game along with something, and we'll go dressed up too. So that are you kidding? Us at a Stars or Mavericks game dressed up in all of our gear, you know that's going on TV.
Captain, we'll be on BSPN, no doubt.
For sure. Anything else, Jason Dean, before I talk some Philly with Mike?
I just want to say to everybody out there, stay safe, stay healthy. I love everybody in the nation. I love all the super fans that come on.
1 year old. She deserves it.
That come on and talk with Captain. Captain's a great man to talk to. Mike, you're a great dude. WTF as well. My girl, Mary. And that's it. Hope everybody's teams do well, but I hope the Raiders do better.
There you go. That's the best way to say it.
Thank you. Have a nice
And again, I did not kick him out. I did not kick him off, okay? So for those that were saying I had an itchy trigger finger, I swear I didn't do it.
I didn't even curse. All right, y'all. Have a good night. I'm going to go back to my calzones.
Yeah. Oh, you bastard. I'm going to like it because hey, if you're making calzone, I want you to make some for me for when I come see you for sure.
Deal. We'll make some.
All right. Thanks again, Jason Dean. You be well, brother.
Raider Nation for life.
Raider Nation. All right. So, Mike, we are here. We're talking Philly stuff. What's
What's up,
going on
guys?
with you, shipmate? I got to get you over there. If you're in my spot, I got to put
Well,
my brand again.
You know,
There we
being a Philly sports fan, it's not easy. Our Flyers are struggling right now. Before we talk Philly sports, I must say I love all the Bocadillo, all the Raider Bocadillos at the bottom. That is awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's the cool thing.
Because I like I said, Oscar is a supporter of the show, and I wanted to make sure I do things to support Oscar. I wanted to make sure that people saw a collection of them for a frame. So again, I want to thank Oscar for doing that. Again, go to JR60 Brands for some really good stuff for Raider Nation, along with other stuff that he will be doing hopefully soon. Go to D&J Sports Memorabilia for good stuff, Raider stuff especially, but there's other things in there. And Mike Givens, I will give you a link for another Raz that has a big collection of different teams, so you can get in on that as well. So you want, I mean, you can, depending upon how
I still got to get my Bocadillo.
well, you get your Bocadillo, and then you get that done. We start making some money in your job. I'll hook you up. I'll get you into the group, but obviously you got to be able to spend some money on a Raz, so we'll do that as well. Organized gambling, that's cool.
I don't have a job anymore, but that's a story for another time.
That's the story for another time. Okay, Mike, I gotta ask, what's up? Have the Eagles done anything since the last time we spoke?
They did. They're not. We got Anthony Harris, former Viking safety. Anthony Harris. You know, I think he's good. I mean, obviously, I don't know much about the kid. It's not like I follow Vikings. But from what I've been hearing, he's somebody that can help us. You know, we drafted Kayvon Wallace last year in the draft, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's going to be the next Malcolm Jenkins. He's going to be a good safety." Blah blah blah. No, he was a bust. But everyone's raving about this Anthony Harris kid from Minnesota, so we'll see what he can do. People say stuff all the time. They're like, "Oh, this kid's going to be good. This kid's going to be the next so and so." Like, no, I'm not going to believe anything until I actually see him play.
Okay.
But you know how he is. But we can't mess up the draft this year. I want Jamar Chase or I want Kyle Pitts, and I was listening to a show today. Now I'm a WIP guy. There's two radio and Captain, I'm sure you're familiar. There's two radio stations in Philly, two sports radio stations, 94.1 WIP and then 97.5 The Fanatic. I listened to Fanatic today because the guy that I like, that I follow on YouTube, is doing a show on there. That's the only reason I listen to it. I'm a WIP guy, not a Fanatic guy. But he had a guy on talking about the Eagles, and they were talking about Zach Ertz. Like, where is Zach Ertz going to go? Whether it's this week or in the next 5 weeks, whether it's this week or 5 weeks from now, Zach Ertz isn't going to be an Eagle next year. And, you know, that hurts me to think about that. That hurts me to say that. But it's just, you know, I want the best for him. I like him. It's the same thing with Wentz now. And I'm not going to be a Colts fan, but I'm going to be a Wentz fan. And there's some teams that are interested in Ertz. We've received calls for Ertz, but I don't know. I want a good tight end, and I think Dallas Goedert is our future tight end. And maybe if we get Kyle Pitts, I feel like you could compare him to like maybe a Darren Waller type tight end. I don't know. I'd put him top 3, top 4 if he can get to that point in the next few years. Definitely a top 5 tight end from what people are saying about the kid. And I'm sure you're familiar with him a little bit because he's from Florida, right?
Oh, yeah. Kyle Pitts is the man. And
really?
he is.
You think we'd be good if we got him?
Oh my God! It would improve your offense 12 million thousand gazillion percent. I know that's not a real number, but that is just the dynamics of what a Kyle Pitts can do for an offense, providing you got somebody to throw to him. And that is why I really firmly believe. Now, you got to have a second-round pick to do this, and you told me that you don't think that the Eagles have a second-round pick. So if you don't, I still say that you might trade into the second round and pick up Kyle Trask, because then you would have, both Pitts and Trask that know each other with the coordinator that was at Florida as your quarterback coach.
They can't.
You already
they can't
have
make
that
that mistake again. They cannot make that mistake again.
What?
Taking a quarterback in the second round.
But Kyle Trask is not Carson Wentz. He's not Jalen Hurts. He is his own entity.
The fact that we still don't know who the future quarterback of this team is crazy. Like, I think it's Hurts. Other people tell me it's Zach Wilson. Other people tell me it's Justin Fields. I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, I think that at quarterback right now, you got a good kid that you need to get behind and figure out if that is your guy or not. If he isn't, then you're cutting him loose too early and not seeing what you had. I liken it to like what the Falcons did with Brett Favre. they had a Hall of Famer on their roster, and they draft him, and then they get rid of him like a year or so later. And what could have been different for the Atlanta Falcons with Brett Favre at quarterback? So I'm not saying that Jalen Hurts is a Hall of Fame quarterback. I'm not. But what I'm saying is that you got to see at least what you have with him, unless you are so intent on him not being a part of your offense that, I don't know who your coordinator is. And if he's the new coordinator that came in because they swept out a lot of Peterson's staff.
I couldn't even tell you. I forget his name, to be honest.
There you go. If that coordinator tells you this is not my guy, but obviously he's not going to tell it to anybody that's out of the building, because then Hurts' trade value goes down. If he's already said that Jalen Hurts is not your guy, then you need to move him for the highest pick that you can get for him.
It's not even Jalen Hurts getting all the heat. People are saying that they don't like Nick Sirianni, which you can't say that. We've heard the man speak in 2 press conferences. And what, because he messed up on his 2 press conferences, you don't like him? No. You got to give the man some time and see what he can do on the field. It doesn't matter what he said. I mean, it does matter what you say in your press conferences. But if you mess up in your 2 press conferences, that doesn't say much about you. It's what you can do on the field that matters.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed with the coaching hire when you could have had,
Eric Bieniemy.
Eric Bieniemy. I mean, I don't know why. We
could have had Eric Bieniemy or Josh Daniels. Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, and I don't know why they pulled the trigger so fast, but you're going to have to live with it. And if that was a Rosen decision,
he wasn't even in the talks for any of the other teams either.
Exactly what I'm saying. That actually smacks of something like when the Raiders were trying to get the new coach and they wanted Steve Sarkisian, and Sarkisian said, "No, don't want the job, but hey, I got a guy for you. His name is Lane Kiffin," and he ended up getting Lane Kiffin. Sirianni wasn't, like you said, he wasn't even in the equation, and then now he's a coach because the Eagles didn't want to wait on, Eric Bieniemy, and that was just stupid in my mind. But then again, that's it. I'm going to get you out on here on this. Are the Flyers going to come bouncing around, or are they going to make the playoffs? I got to ask.
I'm not happy with the Flyers right now. I mean, I'm always going to be a fan, but I'm not happy with the way we're playing right now. I'm not happy with Carter Hart. Neither am I happy with Alain Vigneault, but I think they are. I think they can get off the struggle bus, hopefully within next week or 2. Hopefully within the next 2 days, I mean, if we're being real. But and the reason I say the next week or 2 is because now I'm not a hockey guy. I'm trying to learn the sport more, but I can't tell you a single player on, like, besides like within our division. I know a few players. That's about it. But I'm hoping. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm hoping we get a defensive man for the trade deadline. Somebody be in front of Hart, help Hart out. And like I said, I can't tell you who that's going to be. I can't tell you who I want that to be. But somebody from a good team, somebody that can help defensively, and hopefully shape this team up into making the playoffs. Because we have such young talent. We are, I don't want to say we're a Stanley Cup team, but we are a playoff team. We were last year, and if we fix the team and do what we need to do, we can definitely make the playoffs.
Well, I hope they do. I hope they do, Mike, because again, they need to really turn it on. And I'm going to let you go because I'm going to hopefully get to some phone calls.
I do want to ask you one thing.
One thing. Go ahead.
What do you think about the whole Phillies thing with Odubel Herrera? I'm liking what Mickey Moniak can do, and I think they should give Mickey Moniak a start at center field. And I'm really disappointed that they're not. I'm pretty sure they're coming to Odubel, which I'm okay with that. Like, I understand his whole incident, and he's over that, and the Phillies are over that. But give Mickey Moniak a chance. That's what I'm really disappointed about with the Phillies.
Well, I mean, here's another thing. I agree that Moniak should be given a chance. But there's too many center fielders between Herrera and Hazley, and then you've got Quinn, who is actually a friend a relative of a friend of mine so I actually know somebody that's his relative, and he has all the potential in the world, but he just can't stay healthy. So if you have 4 people vying for spots in the outfield, and Hazley's probably going to make it, providing he comes back from his injury, Quinn as well. I like Herrera, and it was a shame that he got mixed up in the things that he did a couple years ago, and hopefully
Right.
he's learned from that. But I'm definitely going to take Herrera. But I like Moniak on the team, but you got to figure out that in my equation, who are you going to cut or who are you going to send down? Is it going to be Hazley, or are you going to send back down Roman Quinn? Because that's the question. I'd like Moniak to make the team, though.
Right. I mean, I definitely hope he does. I hope it's like a rotation. You start Odubel, you start Moniak. If Quinn's there, you start Quinn, and then you cut Hazley. I don't know. But, Captain, go Flyers, go Phillies, and hope the Raiders do some good things for you.
I hope so as well, partner. You take care.
All right, have a good one, Captain. Thank you for having me on the show.
All right. Hey, thanks for being in here, Mike. Appreciate it, brother. So for those that say that I can't have a younger crowd in here, I'll tell you what, the people that I do have in here between Mike and WTF, they know their stuff. And so here it is. There's nobody in the back room. For all those people that saying that, hey, there's too many video callers, that's fine. Now's your chance to call. 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. Remember, if you are watching on Facebook, please head over to YouTube. I think that we might have maybe 1 or 2 watching on Facebook, because I think I'm looking at the numbers and we got the YouTube as it is. And I enjoy conversation, and I got to show this as well. I got to show the Lane Kiffin. What a mistake that was. If you want to be on camera, and Savage can be on camera, if you want to be on camera, I will put that link up. But I'd like to have some phone calls right now. We haven't heard from Jared tonight. We haven't heard from Ed Winchell. And Ed Winchell, I know, wants to make some conversation. If he wants to be in here, we can do that as well. Hey, always a pleasure talking sports with you as well, Mike. And again, I will give the opportunity for anybody, because I enjoy talking sports with people that want to talk sports with me. And again, it's I love my Raider Nation above all. There is no others. But again, I am from Philly. And I think I got a call. I think Steve's calling in. There we go. Houston, Steve is on the line. How you doing, brother? What's going on with you? I know you're feeling a lot better and about ready to give it to me about the Gators losing, so I'll let you go.
No, I'll pass on that, Captain. Because you know what? When I saw that Oral Roberts team play the other day against the Buckeyes were missing their free throws. And how many times, Captain, have you seen a team only make about 50% of the free throws and they have losing the game? That's very, very important. They should be out there practicing their free throw shots, like Charles Barkley should have been doing that back in the day. Gotcha.
And I want to make sure if you can't hear the speaker, I want to make sure give me an audio check, because again, I got the speakers going through another sound outlet, and there might be issues there, but I want to make sure that everybody can hear. Again, I thank you for calling in, Steve. Steve, now do you do the brackets? Were you are you already busted out? I mean, I know that there is not a single perfect bracket going, but what do you think so far of the tournament, or are you even watching it?
True to truth, I hate to say this, Captain. Once the Buckeyes are out, I didn't care anymore. I shouldn't say that, but this is kind of the way it is. I'm like the same way with the Raiders. Once the Raiders are, unfortunately, either don't make the playoffs or eliminated early, or once they're out, then I just don't follow it. You know what it is, Captain? I'm more, for some reason, of course, I follow Ohio State because I'm born in Columbus, and that was my dad's school. And I follow Texas State, which is in the Sun Belt Conference and everything. But they, they're just lucky, to give you perspective, they're just lucky that if they can qualify for the tournament, that usually they play a team like UMass, or usually the 16th seed, and they're out in the first round. But at least they made the dance, so that's a big deal for us. But I don't know. This Oral Roberts team, I think, is going to. You think they're going to go pretty deep, Captain, or what do you think? You think they can make the Sweet 16 and the Final 8?
Well, they're in the Sweet 16 because they won their first two. So unless my math is wrong, so they're in the 16 as of now. Can they do one more? Sure. I don't know who their next up is, so I'd have to look.
I was going to say what I do, Captain, is because I'm more. You know what it is that I kind of get these conference tournaments and everything. Because you could be a really good team and everything, and then all it is a team that really gets out of these tournaments. Gets an automatic bid. So to tell you the truth, in a roundabout way, I'm going to tell you this. I've been trying to follow the Spurs this year. The other night they went up to Chicago. They were down 26 points and they came out with a victory. They lost tonight yesterday against Milwaukee, but Milwaukee's been a pretty good team in the East. Wouldn't you say so, Captain, with the Bucks?
Well, I mean, I'm going to plead ignorance on this. I know that Giannis is obviously probably a top three player in the NBA. But aside from that, I mean, I don't really follow who is who's on the Bucks because I don't really watch basketball until I would say deeper into the playoffs. I'm not a basketball guy, but I know X amount of teams and X amount of players. So again, Giannis with his cast will definitely, in my mind, make it at least into the second round of the playoffs. But playoffs, sorry, there's my Moore impersonation. But I've always think that they were still always a guy away, and they need somebody else there. I mean, the Nets went out and they picked up Harden, and they got a lot to make that team viable. And I think that obviously the Nets have done enough, providing that they can do the chemistry that's needed between the big three that are there. And if they show that, then I think the Nets are probably going to be a good chance to be in the finals with the Sixers. But the Sixers always have that, they always friggin' bust themselves up at the last minute and they can't go nowhere. And this is one of the reasons why I don't watch basketball because until the playoffs, because it really doesn't matter. I mean, I'm going to start singing like the old song with Bill Murray and Meatballs. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't, because you got to get to the playoffs. It's a long season, and then you start getting into these series, and then you start seeing the players that are get to the second round of the NBA playoffs should be there because they will obviously, for the most part, they almost always are the better team based upon who they played in the playoffs. And that's why I don't really even watch. It doesn't even come to mind until the second round of the NBA playoffs. But I mean, obviously the Nets have a really good team. Obviously the Sixers, and I haven't been keeping up, but I think the Heat, when they picked up the kid that the Sixers let go, Butler, have a right to say in the East. But I haven't been keeping track. Now, the same thing in the West. I just found out today that LeBron got injured the other day.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I see. There you go. Because who cares or who keeps up until it really is time to keep up?
Right. I was going to say, usually when the Spurs go into Philadelphia, they get spanked pretty good and everything. Is Simmons still on that team?
Yeah, Simmons is still on that team.
He's a beast, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
I tell you what, you think this might be the year the Sixers break through, and also there's two teams. And I kind of follow the Spurs, but I don't follow them as much as I have in the past. But I try to follow them. Denver's usually been a pretty good team, and also Utah. And of course, the Lakers are the Lakers. So I try to I tend to follow the West more when I do follow it, but I also try to keep up with what's going on, with Boston and Philly and everybody else. Miami.
Right.
What do you think about Coach Gruden? He's 19 and 29 since he's been coached. I'm not sold on him anymore. I just don't think that the fact that they got like Farrell, as much as we all I know he's a project, but he's taking too many reaches, I think, in my opinion. And I just don't. I don't know if he's the answer. You know, he's third year into this, and I'm just not impressed with the coaching. And I think he's, you know, obviously, Mark Davis has a love affair for a romance, whatever you want to call it, for Gruden, but I just don't know if Gruden 2.0 is. I'm just disappointed, to say the least. That's being very kind. And Mayock, I like Mayock. I want to believe in him. Is he another Ron Wolf? I don't think so. But what do you think about the dynamics we have here? Are you sold on Gruden, or are you starting to see some tarnish on the shield?
I've never been enamored with Gruden, and that's not hate directed at Gruden, but I look at John Gruden and I see the John Gruden of the iteration that we had when we were, quote unquote, when we were really good, like the last time we were really good. And if you take away that one playoff berth where we were 12-4 when we could have easily have been 7-9, you know, I'm throwing that one out there, okay? Because the Raiders have not been above a 500 team for a bit. And Steve, I'm going to let you go, but yeah, the answer is I'm not real enamored with him. But I'm going to get to Jared before he pops off.
Very nice. Thanks. Good help.
All right, thanks again. That's Houston Steve. And then again, I made sure that I got Jared before I lost him. And Jared, don't worry, this doesn't go against on your time. But Steve asked me about Gruden, and again, I've never really been enamored with Gruden as it is. I don't. He's my coach, and I just think that I like the fact that we are concentrating more on the defense in free agency. I like the fact that we are getting rid of. We're going younger, and people are going out of their minds. Oh my God, we got rid of Gabe Jackson. Oh my God, we got rid of Hudson. Yeah, I like these guys, but in the long run, you know, they were getting longer in the tooth and were getting paid a lot of money, and they weren't performing. So I'm okay with it in the fact that we are going younger. And I'm going to put my earphones on, Jared, because I know that you are on my other contact, and hopefully I'll be able to hear you. Jared, how you doing tonight? What's going on with the Pittsburgh report?
Well, we got a lot of craziness today, didn't we, in March Madness, however. It was a crazy weekend, however. I mean, we saw what happened yesterday, however. I mean, I did pretty well starting out, however, on Friday, but I took a little bit of a bath yesterday, however, with Georgetown losing, however, and I had them in the Sweet 16, and then I had BYU winning, however. Those were a couple of my games, but looking at today, I mean, we have Villanova up 23 right now with 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Oregon State winning by 9 on Oklahoma State. Hopefully Oklahoma State will come through for me. Praise Loyola Chicago and Sister Jean. Apparently she has the magic touch again. That 101-year-old lady, however, has a lot of magic in her bag, however. No pun intended, but she brought the magic and the mojo and the juju today against Illinois, however, knocked out Illinois, however. So at least for 1 year, Loyola Chicago says they're the king of the city, however. Baylor winning today. I'm seeing right now, again, Buddy Boeheim. I mean, not your friend, not your pal or anything like that, but man, he has been on a tear these first 2 games. And they get by Bobby Huggins and company in the old Big East showdown, and Syracuse now punching their ticket to the Sweet 16 with no game of chance in hell. Arkansas barely got by Texas Tech. Houston, of course, barely by getting Rutgers. But the big one you and I are not happy about, obviously, is the Gators. Oral Roberts. Talk about a shocker. My goodness, they knock out the Buckeyes, and now they bust my bracket with Florida.
Yeah. And you know what? I actually thought of you more than anybody else when I saw the end of the game, and I was like, I looked before when I went on the show, and the Gators were up like about 10 or 12 points. I said, okay, we got this. And then I turned around, and the Gators were down 2 with 16 or seconds or so to go. And I'm like, are you effing kidding me? Because I'm doing the show, and I'm not keeping up on what's going on. And I'm like, my goodness. And I saw the very last the shot that they were going to try to win it on. It was just an off-balance shot. And I mean, if it would have went, great, but it would have been one of those where they didn't deserve to win. And Oral Roberts just definitely outplayed him. And my congratulations to the I think the Golden Eagles. If I'm got
the Golden Eagles, something like that. Yeah, I mean this year has been a crazy year. I mean, considering we didn't have the tournament last year, like, it's been a crazy year for a lot of double-digit teams this year. I mean, Oral Roberts. I mean, you look at Abilene Christian last night against Texas. look at Syracuse, however. No one is giving some of these teams a chance to tell, you know? And like I said, Florida kind of really nipped me in the bud, however, today, however. But like I said, I didn't see my bracket yet. I'm going to have to cross off some things. But yeah, there's been some surprises today. But obviously, however, right now it seems like the surprise team obviously is Loyola Chicago, like we said, however. But again, there's some surprises. Now, looking ahead to tomorrow, we got some interesting action going on beginning at 12 o'clock, however, with Oregon and Iowa, Oklahoma and Gonzaga at 2:40. Of course, I will do my talk show while I'm watching the Oklahoma Gonzaga game. Obviously, Abilene Christian will be playing UCLA, however, tomorrow, Ohio and Creighton. Then tomorrow night, you got LSU and Michigan. That should be a dandy up between that and Monday Night Raw. Colorado and Florida State, however, Maryland, Alabama, and of course, USC and Kansas. So you got some good games tomorrow, and then I think after that they're off. Looking here until Thursday, I think. No, let's see here. No, until Saturday. So Oral Roberts is off until Saturday. So that's when we pick up the action again after tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy weekend. I mean, with Upset Central, however, a lot of teams, of course, coming through. However, I mean, the one surprise I think a lot of people were a little taken aback by was the Oregon ECU affair. However, but again, just it's been double-digit bracket buster city. However, as they say, however, it's been crazy to say the least.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you this, and you have until the next show to get everything squared away, and I'm gonna make sure that you're not cheating. So again, obviously there are games tomorrow because they didn't start on Thursday; they started on Friday. So without cheating, I want you to pick who you think will win tomorrow. Not now, but when we pick up on the next show, I want you to say whether you were right or wrong on those, and then based upon your redo of the brackets, who is going to be in the Final Four. And I know you'll give me a good report on that once you get it.
I will. I'll definitely have that ready. I'm going to be going over my sheet here tonight, and I'll take a look at that. And yeah, I should have that for you hopefully by Thursday or so. So I will let you know by Thursday or so.
Gotcha. And I appreciate you doing. Well, what else you got? Any quick responses?
Nothing really to report here. Like I said, other than that, I mean, it's been very low key today. I mean, I haven't heard much today. I'm now hearing apparently in the golf world, apparently Brooks Koepka looks like he's out of the Masters. It looks like his knee is giving him trouble. I knew they had the Honda Classic this week. I didn't pay too much attention this week, which is surprising as far as fantasy is concerned, but I'm going to take a look real quick and see who was the big winner. Apparently, Matt Jones was the winner, holding off Peggy and Steele. He shot 12 under, however, he won by 5. Like I said, however, and this, like I said, I'm seeing who else was the big names today. But yeah, Matt Jones, however, shot 268, however, so he is back in contention at the Masters as winning at Jack's Palm PGA National Champion course today.
There you go. And again, so if you don't hear it from me, you know you're going to hear it from the Pittsburgh Report with Jared. And I always appreciate you coming on the show, big guy.
No problem. I'll be in touch with you on Thursday. Have a good week.
All right. Thanks again, Jared. You take care. All right. Can't have a sports show without the Pittsburgh Report. And that's why I enjoy having Jared on the show. Because if we haven't spoken about it and it was missed, we're going to get it from Jared. So we do have again, if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you go over to YouTube. I can see all your comments there. We have X amount of viewers, and again, I appreciate the fact that I have more thumbs up than I do whatever 10 for 10. Although we did have more than that, so I gosh darn it, I missed the opportunity to get the thumbs up. But if you're watching, I appreciate that. I will put this on my the Buzzsprout. If you listen to podcasts, I am on every freaking podcast site there is, okay? Between Apple and Amazon and, of course, Buzzsprout, who's my main feed. I don't even know all of the different podcast routes. I just know that I push the Buzzsprout and Buzzsprout pushes it all out. That's why I say, Steve finally gave me a zinger. Yeah, I'm Gatorade. Steve and I went back and forth. He was like when I was harping on Ohio State losing, I was kind of harsh. And he goes, "Why the hate, man? Why the hate?" And I told him it was because that there were quite a few Ohio State people that I've had to deal with recently. I would say within the last several years of being here, and they're just horrible, And I had to deal with them, and so. And I even go back to the national championship game between in football because I know that that was the one that I went to when you had the kickoff return by the Ohio State guy on the opening kickoff, and I was watching it at Buffalo Wild Wings. I was actually working up there at the time as security, and was it Ted Ginn Jr. Ran it back. And so the entire place erupted. It was full of Ohio State Buckeyes, full of them. And thanks, Robert Hawk, for saying that. Because again, I enjoy having Jared on here because again, he gives us all things that we're missing. It Jared's going to get it for us. But again, going back to the point, the Ohio State people, they were just awful. And so I had to deal with them again and again and again. So that's why it's the the turning of the screws. Because there's some great people. I mean, Don Webb is awesome. Robert Hawk is awesome. Okay? But I know them. But, the ones that I don't know are just world pains in the ass. That's why I enjoy giving it to Ohio State. And I think the other reason why is when I was working up at the sports store at Pro Image, my boss, who I enjoyed getting into it with because he was from Erie, Pennsylvania, so he was a Steelers fan, he was a Penguins fan, he was now I guess Pirates and baseball. He didn't really care about baseball because it was mostly we had the Steelers Raiders dynamic or the Penguins Flyers dynamic. The Pirates sucked. Like Jared even knows that. So that wasn't anything of notice. But he was from Michigan. He was an alumnus of Michigan. I know, Robert. I got it. Yeah, I said positives and platitudes to Robert Hawk as well as Don Webb. Okay, you don't suck, but again, like I said, I know you. You're good people. But that's why I give it to Ohio State people because of me having to take it here. But it's fun. It's fun. But and my boss again is a Michigan person, and I can't remember if it's Ohio State saying it. What time is it? And then they tell you what time it is. It's like 10:42, and Ohio State still sucks. But I don't know if it's Ohio State people that say that it's Michigan still sucks. I think it's Ohio State still sucks. I'm pretty sure it was. I got that from my boss. You ask somebody from the time, they give you the time and said, yeah, 10:42 and the Buckeyes still suck. Fun. But again, really good people here. Robert Hawk and of course Raider Houston Steve from up there, and then my boy Don Webb. So I enjoy it, and again I can give it out. And I as soon as the Gators lost today, I was like, hey, Oral Roberts deserved it. If you're still watching, I appreciate it. If you haven't given me a thumbs up and you enjoy the conversation, I appreciate it if you do that as well. Again, if you were on Facebook, please come over to YouTube. We didn't have any people come in tonight for the Captain's Treasure Chest prizes, and wow, that's surprising. In fact, let me tell people. I have the most recent sheet, so I think let me pull up the Word document here. Apologies, because my computer is a little slow tonight. Need the Jeopardy music whenever this stuff is going on. I think I need to have a reboot. Not a reboot. I rebooted before. We have 27. Is that right? I thought it was more than that, but no. I guess it is. It's 27. Yeah, that's right. So we have 27 out of 50 of the people that have gotten, for the on the prize wheel. Again, there are 10 what you call like the automatic bids. They were the ones we brought over from the first drawing. That's Dwayne T, who is one of the winners, Mr. Wombat, who is also a winner, Ed Winchell, Raider Neil Backman, Jimmy Farrell, Vanessa Navarrete, Chris Donnett, Al Zafiri of Edge of Philly Sports, Robert Bigler, KC Rob, Vince V-Dub Wittel. Those are my lock 10, and then we will have again another 50 that will come in, and so we are up to 27. So God, this is slow AF tonight. Don't know why. No. So again, if you want to get in on the prizes, again, I've added, in case you didn't see, and I can let me see if I can do this here. Where the hell is my big screen? There it is. If you didn't get a chance to see it, I've added the. Can you see the bow? Yeah, you see it? No, you can see the Howie Long. Okay, so where is? Ooh, hit something on my desk. Something fell down. Oh well. We've added the Bo Jackson. We've added the frame Bo Jackson print. That's going to go on the prize wheel as well. We've added the Raiders pack of cards. That's going to go on the prize wheel. There is another prize I'm looking to pick up. And again, when the big prizes go, we will throw another big prize in there. Okay. So obviously we got the Damon Arnett jersey is one. We have the Jack Daniels prize as another one. So again, as prizes go, big prizes go, we will put them back on the wheel with other prizes. Oh, there we go, Jason Dean. Thank you, there, sir. And it's not that I don't want, I just want to, I like doing this. And Jason Dean is in with a $5 donation. Thank you, sir. So Jason Dean, and I appreciate it as well because I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy giving back to my audience as well. Jason Dean Hunter, a $5 donation on the 21st. So I will put that on the wheel. So I will update the board, shall we say. And what did I say, 27? So we will have 28 as of tonight. So 28. So when we get to 50, we'll do another drawing. And it'll be the 50 with the entries plus the 10 that I brought over. Now, here's the other thing. Because we had 100 entries the first time, that's why I brought 10 over. Now, because we're going to have 50 entries this time, and I'm going to color code the free entries so that they can't be like another free entry again. Okay? Can't have another free entry again. And oh my goodness, I'm very happy. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. I am ecstatic. Yeah, baby. I am ecstatic to bring on, right with me, Oakland Raider Savage. How you doing, brother? What's going on in your world?
Ooh, yeah, in my world, it's all about me in the Savage life over here. Oh, yeah, just, getting ready for this new season, just seeing what's going on with all these transactions. And I'm trying to right this ship with some of these people that are kind of going crazy out there. I said, don't go crazy on me right now. Oh, yeah.
Savage, I got to cut you off real quick because this is a very important question. Okay. Mary, my girl, love her to death. Mary, she asked, how do you donate? And she sees the $5 from Jason Dean Hunter. Mary, if you go to the comments section below in YouTube, there's a $sign. Okay. When you go to the $sign and it asks for an amount, and you can either do it via super sticker or super chat For every $5 you spend, you get an entry. And it was wonderful because when we did the prize wheel the first time, KC Rob actually had the second most amount of entries into. Were you there, Savage? Did you see how Casey Robb had like about, I want to say like 12 or 15 entries, and then Dwayne T, and he won something. He had like about 19 entries, so there was a lot from just like 2 people. So that's how you donate, Mary, and I appreciate you asking. Savage, the floor again is yours. I just wanted to make sure that I give out that information to my lady.
Do you take checks? Do you take checks?
By the way, because I got you on, Savage, I want you to know, brother. I want you to know it's still here for you.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be out there for the softball games, right? You say you're looking up flights soon.
Yes, I am. So when I'm out there for the softball game, we will have a ceremony, the ceremonial giving of the Jim Otto pin to Oakland Raider Savage for. It was a trivia question, right? That you won it for.
Yes, it was a trivia question that I set up. It was my game that I set up about all the quarterbacks and coaches we had since I want to say since when they came back in '95. So I kind of made up the game myself.
Okay, well you won, so yes. You did well there.
Yes, the game was called "I Win," and I won. Oh yeah,
I win and I won, which is a good title. It's almost like the good title. Now, were you here? Were you here for my show last Thursday with the comedian? By the way, folks, if you didn't see the show with comedian Jeff Paul, it was wonderful until we lost sync with him as well. And Jeff is going to do a segment for me each week. We're going to tape it, and it's going to be a part of the show. And we're going to do a segment of, I think it's called "What Really Pisses Me Off." And it'll be a segment with Jeff Paul. If you didn't see that show, make sure you go back and watch the show from Thursday. So again, you won. I went. Was it you win? I make it. I win. What was the name of your?
The game was called "I Win," and in the end, I won.
You won. Okay, well there you go. And just remind me now. The far be it for me to go out and see Homer and forget the damn pin. So make sure you remind me implicitly via text message. Hey schmuck, don't forget my effing pin.
It's just don't, like that scene in Pulp Fiction when Christopher Walker came with the little, just don't do it that way, okay? When he had the little pocket rock, just don't do it that way, okay?
Hey, your father had this watch up his ass for 2 years. He kept it up his ass, and I'm giving it to you now. And he never said if he washed it off or not. He just said that he kept it up his ass for 2 years in the camps in Nam. I know my walking is not the greatest, but I tried,
Well, just know that if you have to do it that way, we're still in COVID, so always make sure you wash and disinfect everything before you hand it to me, please. Oh yeah.
For surely, I will make sure on that. And you're looking good, brother. Throwing those boxes around and I want to make sure you definitely aren't brown, brother. You are FedEx red, white, and blue, and I got that right.
Yes, I am FedEx Express. If I say people are like, if you need me overnight, I'm right there. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what she said, boy. All right. So what's going on in your portion of the world now? I gotta ask. Oh, Robert Hawk, thank you as well. Robert Hawk with a $4.99 donation. You are get another entry. Thank you, sir. What's going on out there? Because I look at you, and I know that you follow baseball as well. And I know that you follow what's going on, but give me the latest, because I'm very Philly centric with baseball and whatnot. What's going on out west? I need to know about from your teams.
Well, the only thing I know, because it's, like I said, being an A's fan, it's hard to follow them because you don't even know who's on the roster until they actually go on the field. So we'll see that on. I know April 1st is the opening day, which is funny. It lands on April Fool's. So we'll see what happens, us A's fans who still have Billy Bean up there at the helm of general manager. It's so hard to try to figure out who's on the team. So I won't know until the season starts. And it's hard to follow baseball because I have a swing shift. So I got to focus on that. Right now, I'm focusing on the Raider off season because, the last couple of years, I haven't had a chance to really follow the Raider off season. So right now I'm doing my studying. Last year under contractual difficulties, I couldn't really follow the way I wanted to follow. So anyways, I know a lot of people have been a little bit going crazy after all these releases that we've had, especially with the offensive line.
Well, before you go there, I will say that I did think of you, Mary Brennan, for the $10. Thank you there, darling. I appreciate it. Mary found my G-spot, baby. She found the G-spot, which is the $sign for because she wanted to know where it was. That's my G-spot. But I did think of you.
Put the pin up there, okay, Captain.
I thought of you the other day when I was at the Phillies game and they were playing the Blue Jays. And who was playing in the field for the Blue Jays but some guy by the name of Semien?
Yeah, our infielder, our second baseman. Yeah. Well, that's him and Chris Davis are no longer on the team. So that's why I say I don't even know who's left because those are the two main big guys. Big name guys that we had from the previous season. So that's what we do. The A's, it has been like this for a long time. We are the farm system for the rest of the MLB. It's just how it is. We can't afford nobody because they don't accept checks. So I don't know what's going on, So it's hard to be an A's fan. It's hard to follow the A's because it's always a whole new roster. We have like 48 pitchers and only like 3 infielders and outfielders because that's what Billy Bean loves. He loves his pitchers. So it's hard to follow the A's. It's hard to follow the A's.
Well,
so
having said that,
about the A's.
Well, that's fine. So, if you can't follow them and you are a fan of the team, then needless to say, it's going to be hard for anybody else to really follow them because you don't really know what the hell's going on. I don't even know who the hell the manager is anymore.
Well, it's still Bob Melvin, but I don't know who the starting pitchers are anymore. I don't know who's in the infield now that, like I said, like you mentioned, Simeon's not there on the team no more. So I don't know who's left to root for. Like I said, just get yourself a blank jersey. It's easier that way. Because any player that you stick to is going to be gone somewhere else. I wish I know they have it in the NBA. I see the commercials. I wish the MLB had that jersey insurance where when your player goes somewhere else, you could turn that jersey in and get your money back or exchange it for that player's new jersey. Because that's how it happens with the A's players. They just go everywhere else. It's hard. It's difficult.
Actually, they do have that. If you do it with the Fanatics, they have that same insurance because there's a reason why I have a shite ton of Stanton jerseys when he left the Marlins because they went on sale. And then they couldn't get to me in time, so I got a bunch of Stanton jerseys because I like the orange colors, and plus I got a Yankee Stanton, and so they do that insurance with that. So yeah, you can do that. I will say that I bought 2 Flyers jerseys recently, so I now have a Captain Jack Rackham Flyers jersey to go with my Captain Jack Rackham Lightning jersey, and so I'm going to make sure that I get another Flyers jersey with Captain Jack Rackham. I tell you what, you get your Raider Savage A's jersey, and I will wear a Captain Jack jersey, and we will go out and just impress the hell out of people. The fact that we are so egotistical, of course, I'm being facetious on that we have to have our own names on the back. So there you go.
Well, I just hope the A's don't try to trade me, seeing me with their jersey, because I am a top guy, Oh yeah, so.
Oh yeah. Oh.
They might trade me to the Expos.
They might do that.
There is
and yes, I know the Expos don't exist anymore. I get it. I got it. I'm showing my guns on Thursday. If I have the date right, let me see, 22, 23, 20. Yes. It will be another gun show on Thursday. Why is it going to be a gun show for me there, Savage? Why am I showing my guns on Thursday?
Because Captain is about to get his shot, and you can't shoot unless you got guns. Oh yeah.
There you go. It's COVID shot number 2 on Thursday. So, and this is the one that allegedly gives you the
zombie gene.
Yeah, the after effects. So, Robert Hawk comes in with another $4.99. Thank you again, there, sir. So 2 from Robert Hawk tonight, 2 from Mary, and 1 from Jason Dean Hunter. Thanks again. I always appreciate my audience, and I appreciate you doing that for me. And
Demon King, what's up, Demon King? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
by the way, I'm going to be in
Demon
Vegas for that May 15th that fundraiser that benefit. I'll be down there too over there in Vegas for May 15th. So I'm going to see my brothers again. Oh yeah.
I would like to be sure that I contribute right to the source. If you catch my drift.
Oh yeah.
I will contribute to the source. I will make sure that in fact if you give me the link, if you go out there and if you are making a show, say, and Captain Jack contributes X amount, and he's going to send it to the link that Peter is going to provide for us. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That's all I'm saying, because I want to make sure it gets in the right hands. Because again, if you don't know, like I said, I have a fundraising for my birthday for Wounded Warrior Project, but it's going right to Wounded Warrior. That's all I'm saying, folks. Make sure you go give to the right people.
And when is your birthday again, Captain? So we won't give you an early birthday present or early birthday shout outs again like I did that last week.
No, it's fine. My birthday is actually next Monday, not tomorrow, because the next Monday is tomorrow, but it's the next Monday after the next Monday. Because
so you're saying is that even your birthday is right around near resurrection. Oh yeah, Captain's coming up. Oh yeah, you do got that actually, beard right there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that. I'm now. What's the thing that they had in the movie? The thumbs up Jesus. You know, I'm giving the thumbs up Jesus, man. There you go, thumbs up Jesus. Hey, the good Jewish boy. And this Saturday, I'm going to a Seder for Passover, and it'll be the first Seder that I've been to in at least 40 years. At least 40 years. And I don't even remember what's in a Seder meal. So I might, if I remember right, I'll probably make sure I eat prior, because I think it's kind of paltry. I know that there's gefilte fish and matzah and some bitter herbs and other things. And I think there's like hard-boiled eggs, and I think that's about it. There might be chicken, but that's all I remember. So, but yeah, right around Easter, of course I have a Yankees jersey. Yes, Jason, I got a Judge and a Stanton, and I got the captain. I got the captain's jersey in Yankees. There you go, Jason. You know I got it. And but I do. I think I have. Well, actually, no. I have more Yankees jerseys than I have A's jerseys. But I tell you what. I tell you what, brother. If you see any half price A's jerseys that fit big, if they fit you, then maybe they'll fit me. If you get them on sale and they don't have a name on it, you hook them up with my name, and I will buy it out from under you.
We can get you a Canseco jersey since you can be part of the Bash Brothers. Oh yeah.
Well, if I'm wearing Canseco, you're going to wear McGuire, right?
Oh yeah. But we're not doing none of that injection in the bathroom. We ain't doing all that either. So
no injection.
I'll stick with the clear, my own clear vodka bottle. Oh yeah.
There you go. Now we were talking about the Raiders. We went way off subject, but then again, that's what I normally do, is go way off subject. What are your feelings, Savage, with what's going on in free agency? People are all up in arms, but you know what? I don't think we're in a bad state right now.
it's kind of, I'm starting to learn about stocks, the stock market. So it's like the stock market, it went down a little bit and everyone's freaking out, trying to pull out their money and all that. So just relax. This is just a dip. We're going to rise up again. I know the first shock wave was getting rid of Incognito, but I had a feeling that he was going to come back at a cheaper price because that's usually what happens. A lot of the older veterans, they'll let them go, let them test free agency. It's like a poker match. I'm going to check on this one, but it's going to come back around. I'm going to go all in on this guy. Incognito came back. Gabe Jackson was on the trading block this past season, so that wasn't a big surprise because we knew that he was going to be out the door, and like real soon. We didn't know that the whole Hudson was tied in with the whole Gabe Jackson thing emotionally. They said that he asked for his release. From what I heard, he asked for his release because he was good friends with Gabe Jackson, and he didn't like the fact that Gruden sent off Gabe Jackson to Seattle. So Gruden sent off Hudson to Cardinals and made them rivals in their division. So, it is what it is. This is what happens in the offseason. This is the part that we all get queasy about. Who's going to stay? Who's going to go? I made this comment before. It's kind of like when you're back in elementary school and on that first class, and all these new friends, and you're all happy. And then the next year, you go and see the roster, and all your friends are broken up in different classes. It happens, but there has to be some sort of plan. And like you were saying, they're up there in age, so let's try to get some kind of value for them now before we don't get anything. So it was good that they was able to get a pick for Gabe Jackson and a pick for Hudson. So we'll see what they do in the draft. I'm not freaking out yet. Because I try to stay positive. They brought in Brown, the receiver from the Bills, which I heard that he's, from what I heard and read, that he's a slight upgrade above Aguilar. Aguilar wanted too much money, so you gotta do what you gotta do. They say he was a one-hit wonder. I think Demon King said he was a one-hit wonder. So okay, go take him. He can make his money. Make your money. I ain't mad at Aguilar. Make your money, bro. But we'll see what happens. It's all on how these players work together. It's all it is. It's like a couple years ago, we were all excited for AB, and look what happened with AB. I was all on him with his mental issues and all that. But, we don't know yet until we step on the field. What they look like on paper, paper does not translate yet until how they look on field. So that's why I say,
No, I'm saying I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, but I wanted to make sure, Xavier, I see you backstage. So, this Xavier is a brand new participant to the show. So I will get him on in a little bit. So I just wanted to make sure that he knew. I see you, Xavier. Don't go nowhere. We'll get you on. Thank you, there, shipmate. So again, and I agree with you there, Savage. It's a matter of, yeah, you're upset, but you know what? These guys haven't even played a down yet. We let go of Hudson and we get a third-round pick for him, but we got the starting center for the Texans, who was a dynamic guy. And, I know that the Jason Dean knows about him being a Notre Dame guy, but him and his brother were road graders at Notre Dame, and he is a dynamic center who can also play guard. So just in case we bring James in at center, then we can move the other kid over to guard. We got Cotton, we got Simpson, we got Richie Incognito, so we are stashed at guard.
And we got Good too. Good re-signed also. So
right, and I think right now Good's our right tackle based upon who we got on the team. So we got a better person at right tackle the way he played last year than Twinkies and Twitter, man. I'm very happy that we re-signed Denzel Good.
Yeah, and the good thing is that the Raiders, they were focusing on the defensive line. I always said, even in Gruden's first stint, I always felt like the way Gruden calls his plays, it's more time and ball control. It's not really about scoring per se. It's more about trying to control the clock. But with that, you need a great defense. He had the Tampa 2 defense out there that Dungy left behind when he went out to the Colts. So I always felt like Gruden needs a really great defense or good enough middle-of-the-pack defense for his teams to succeed. So I like how they focus on the D-line because it all starts in the trenches. It all starts in the line. We don't really know how great our secondary can be because our D-line wasn't putting pressure on the quarterback. So any quarterback can be out there and just sit back there and wait till a guy gets open. DBs get tired chasing around the guy when he's trying to get open. So, like I said, we don't know yet, but I like how they focused on the D-line, and they got some big names. They got the dude from the Jaguars, and they got the dude from the Niners. You know, I have my best friend's a Niner fan. I said, "Oh yeah, we got your boy on the line." He goes, "What? What are you doing, Lynch? What are you doing, John Lynch? We're gonna suck this year." I said, "Yes, you're gonna suck this year, Niner fans out there, whatever you are, Niner fans out there." So we're addressing the defense. Sorry, ooh.
Oh yeah, take some water, brother. Take some water.
Right. We're addressing the defense, which we haven't addressed in a long, long time. You know, the last time we had a great defense was a 2002 year. John Pearl in the middle. We had Sam Adams in the middle. We had Armstrong on one end. We had, I think, Reagan Upshaw was still on that team. And
there you go, 91. Yep.
So we had push. We had push. I remember the year when another year before that, Reagan Upshaw and all those guys were knocking out quarterbacks every week. They like 6 straight quarterbacks. So the line, football is all in the trenches, offensive line and defensive line. We weren't expecting them to dismantle the offensive line, but a lot of the guys we have been in that system. Incognito, good. You said Simpson. You know, I don't know if Young's going to be on the team. He was injury prone also this past season. I don't know if they're going to let him go. But a lot of the offensive linemen have been in this system. So that's a good point right there. And we have Tom Cable. So I'm not worried about the offensive line. We're focusing on defense. Just got to get a cornerback maybe. I know talking about Sherman. A lot of folks are seeing Sherman as kind of like a Charles Woodson role. You're a cornerback, but move you to safety. You got the knowledge to see the whole field, play center field out there. I know where the thinking is at with us Raider Nation, and I feel the same way too. Maybe Sherman could go back there, not really putting too much on your legs, just more reaction and just being a ball hawk out there. So we didn't get like one good safety because we lost Eric Harris to the Falcons. So we get one good safety, and maybe the cornerbacks have an extra year to kind of, you know, learn this new system with a Sherman back there to help out the secondary. I'm positive. I'm staying positive. I'm not jumping ship, Captain. I'm not jumping ship.
Don't jump ship. Don't jump ship, because then I won't have anybody more gravelly to say, "Oh yeah."
Well, I can't get I don't want to mess up my hair, so I'm not jumping ship, Captain. Oh yeah.
Savage, it is always a pleasure to have you on there, shipmate, and I appreciate you being here. And thank you for that. And again, just remind me, just text me, "Hey Schmuck, make sure you don't forget my pin."
Hey Schmuck, don't forget my pin.
But you got to do it right before I get out there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hey, you take care of Savage. I'm going to bring Xavier Ennis in, who is new to the show. I'll definitely need to have him pop in. Give me some guns, Savage. Give me some, brother.
Hold on. Let me push this. I got the Bo Jackson shirt on. You know, I heard you had the Bo Jackson picture. So I said, let me put Bo Jackson up here, you know.
There you go. Man. Hey, Savage, awesome, brother. Thanks again for being on the show. You got it.
Oh, yeah. Take care, Captain. Oh, yeah.
All right. Thanks again. That's Oakland Raiders Savage. And I'm going to bring in a gentleman. And thanks, Savage, for being here. Always a pleasure. I'm going to bring on this gentleman, and I'm going to have him talk to me. Oh, I see a Boston Celtics hat. And I also saw that my boy Frankie C was in here as well. So, Frankie, if you want to be on, and because I'll tell you what, with a Boston guy wearing a Celtics hat, with a guy wearing a Celtics hat, and there's the link, Frankie. I'm going to put that up for you there. If you want to come on board, I'll be on for a little bit longer because I got to talk to him. And but there you go. Xavier, thanks for being here, brother. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name's Xavier. I'm from Delaware. I root for Boston sports, Bruins, Patriots, Celtics, Celtics, and Red Sox.
No, you said Patriots twice, which means you cheat well, because I get it. You had to say them twice because you wanted to make sure they were counted twice. So that's right on board what we go for here. And thanks again. So welcome to the show. And where'd you get your information to come on board?
From Captain Jack Brackham Livey on YouTube.
Oh, okay, yeah, but I was going to say, but who told you to come over here? That's what I'm asking.
I came from Sneaky Show.
Oh, from
you were on there.
Yeah, because Sneaky's a great guy, and I appreciate because I was wondering, I said, where do we get you for good? And so tell me now, you're in Delaware.
Yes.
And you're a Boston fan. Frankie, you got to come in here because he's one of you guys. He's definitely Frankie C is my boy from Boston as well. So you guys can do something that I rarely do, which is have two people gang up on me, which should be fun. But talk to me. See, you got a Celtics hat on. What's going on in basketball? And I mean that. I don't mean that facetiously. I don't pay attention until the playoffs.
Basketball. The Celtics are they're 500 right now. They were under 500 yesterday. We were the 8th seed yesterday. Now we're the 7th seed. We're not doing too good.
Okay, now there was talk that your coach would be in to go back to Indiana, and they said that. Now I tell you what, obviously he's making more money in Boston, but I think that it would be a good bet for him to go back to a place that he was making. I mean, it's not about the money at this point, and I'm gonna bring Frankie C on. So again, I got two Bostons in the house. My God, this broadcast is going down horribly within the last thing. By the way, folks, if you haven't seen it, again, a New York Times article saying a warrant has been issued for Deshaun Watson. We will get into that later. Again, if you want to get in on the Captain Jack's treasure chest of prizes, make sure you send a $5 donation via comments. Frankie C, Xavier, Frankie C, we got you guys in the house, and Xavier was saying how Boston is now the 8th seed. Frankie, are they going to make the playoffs, or are they going to flame out?
Are you talking about the Patriots?
No. We're talking Celtics right now. We'll get to your Pats in a minute.
Oh yeah, Celtics are gonna make the playoffs, definitely.
Okay, but I see them maybe lasting around. They're not as tough this year as they had been in the past.
That is correct. Yes, I see them making it at least probably to the semifinals. Depending on who they got to face.
You got to go into the semis? No, man. I have them bowing out at the first round, man. If they're an 8th seed or a 7th seed, it's going to be a 1A, 2-7. And you think you're going to beat a 1 or a 2 seed in the playoffs?
There's a lot of game left for us to get higher up in the seed. And you got to look at it. The 76ers right now are still kind of hurt without Joel Embiid. The only Eastern team I'm really worried about right now is the Brooklyn Nets. That's the only team I'm actually worried about.
Okay. Well, Xavier, what do you say about that?
I say we make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. We lose to the Nets.
Okay. Well, you guys. I mean, I will give you guys this: is that you are behind your teams. You're not fair weather, which is what I enjoy. And Frankie, were you on the other night when I had Doc on?
I was, yes.
Yeah. So because Doc is not a fair weather fan, and I enjoy fans that are true blue. And it definitely is true blue when it comes to Boston, especially if we're talking Pats, true blue. Well, it's actually true red for Sox, but I get it. So, again, Frankie, we got you on the show, and Xavier was over on. Now, he was on the Sneaky G show. Do you know about Sneaky G, Frankie? A gentleman that has his show on YouTube, Giants fan. And he has his shows as well. Really entertaining gentleman, but again, and now this is something I won't say what you have to. Don't tell him, Xavier. Don't tell him. But there is a ritual for everybody that goes on the show. Hey, Raider Mode, how you doing? I see you out there. there is a ritual that you have to do when you're on the Sneaky G show, and everybody has to do it. And even though it was disgusting to do, I made sure that I was amenable to the guest because Sneaky G is a great guy. But go on and check out Sneaky G as well there, Frankie C. So again, and I appreciate Xavier being in here. So gentlemen, I got you both on. And again, because you are Patriots fans, and I'm being kind. I normally call you Cheatriots, but because you're Patriots fans, talk to me about what you. I mean, obviously, a lot of spending by Bill Belichick, and again, I'm being kind, calling him Bill Belichick as well. So a lot of spending, but did they re-sign, or is Hightower going to be the highlight of that? Even though he's not, I mean, he's already on the team. But is that going to be the piece de resistance to bring you guys back to a winning franchise and beating the Bills this year? And Frankie, I know what you're going to say. I'm going to give it to Xavier first.
Oh, definitely. We're going back to our winning ways.
Okay, and you know this. I mean, you got to give me more than that, there, Xavier. I can say that as well. Give me some facts behind that.
Patriots, they signed who was it again? Dante Jackson or Dante Hightower. Re-signed him. We re-signed him. We also signed Matt Judon, one of the best Ravens pass rushers. We signed him. We also signed good defensive players. We also signed one of the best tight ends, Hunter Henry.
Smith. No, and actually, I think Jonnu Smith is better. Hunter Henry is overrated in my book. Frankie?
I agree.
Yeah, I was going to say, and that's not hate on Hunter Henry, but Hunter Henry gets injured a little bit too much, and Jonnu Smith is more consistent.
If Hunter Henry was to be better than Jonnu Smith, then Bill Belichick would have went and got Hunter Henry before Jonnu. But instead, Jonnu Smith was the very first free agent that Bill Belichick had picked up last week Monday, so that says a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Xavier, anything else?
I say the Patriots, they win 12 or 13 games.
Well, I mean, this is now I gotta say that this is not the East of old where the Patriots had a free 5 games, 5 out of the 6, because you're going to lose to the Dolphins at least once. You do it every year.
Yeah.
And even when you were good, it was always you beat the Bills twice, you beat the Jets twice, and you'd split against the Dolphins. And Frankie knows I'm right there. So I mean that's
right.
That's the way it was. But this is not that division. This is a division where the Bills have definitely gotten better and the Dolphins have gotten better. So in order to be, and I think you're going to be competitive for sure in the East. I get that. But you can't say you're going to go out and win 12 and 13 games when that whole division has gotten remarkably, immaculately, that's hard to say twice, better in a span of a year.
Now, I'm gonna just say this real quickly because I got to put my one of my daughters is still awake, so I got to quickly get her to go to sleep. But quickly, the defense. I'm really glad that we brought back Dante Hightower. It wasn't a re-sign. Dante Hightower had opted out last year, so he was able to come back this year. But the connection that we have back with Dante Hightower and Kyle Van Noy, that's the one thing that I love. Bill Belichick re-signing Kyle Van Noy, them two have a great connection. It's going to be great to see them back on the field together, side by side, because with them two as the inside linebacker position, they can stop the runs, and that's what was terrible on the Patriots defense last year, was allowing so many runs throughout the entire season. Yeah. Now that we had Dante Hightower coming back from opt-out and having Kyle Van Noy back from Miami, it's going to be great to have them on the defense and stop the run. Also picking up Matt Judon from the Ravens, it's going to stop them as well. It's going to be fantastic on the defensive side. I'm not going to say I'm a true Patriot fan, but I'm also a true football fan. I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to win 12 or 13 games now. We still have Cam Newton. Cam Newton is not a 100% perfect quarterback, But is he going to have a better season than last year? Absolutely. I do say we win the maximum of 9, maybe 10 games at the most, just because Cam Newton has a full feel on the Patriots playbook and with the Patriots organization. And actually being there for a full off season and everything like that. Hopefully we get into preseason mode and that don't get canceled, so that way he can have a little bit of reps during preseason. But Cam Newton is going to have a better year than he did last year. I mean, he took us 7-9 last year with a bunch of no name talents, and now he goes into this year with top name talent, and I think it's going to be great. I mean, like Captain said, the Bills are still a stacked team, and they're getting better. They're picking up better name players. It's like they lose a couple players, and we're like yes, but then we're seeing that they're picking up some even better players, and we're like, come on, like give us a break. But that's the game of football right there, So the Bills are better, the Miami Dolphins are getting better, and the Jets, they're slowly climbing up. But let's be real here, the Jets are the Jets. So we're I don't sleep on no football team. Any football is football. You can always change it around. So. But I'm definitely going to say that we're going to win a maximum of maybe 9, maybe 10 games. We'll definitely turn the season around.
Definitely so. And again, Xavier, make sure that you check out Frankie C Sports on Northeast Streaming Sports, because that's your guy right there. That's the guy you want to make sure that you are watching. I love you here, Don. I'm not kicking you off my show, brother, because I love everybody here on the show. But to get your Boston fix, make sure you're going to Frankie C Sports on Northeast Streaming Sports. And Frankie C, thank you for being here. And thank your daughter for giving you a little bit of time with us as well, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Anything for you, Kat, man. I really enjoy coming on here. And, you're my dude, man. I like I said to you before, my mother-in-law was a diehard Raider fan. God bless her soul. And so, ever since I seen you were a diehard Raider fan, I'm like, I got to follow Cap. And Cap, you're my man.
Hey, thank you as well. Hey, Frankie, make sure that you get with me via the line or whatnot. Text me. I want to make sure that when there's availability where I can see your show and other things that you got, that I miss it. Again, I miss the bubble, and it's not because I don't want to. It's because I don't know. And I give you that. I have old age disease sometimes, so sometimes my intention is great, but I have to make sure that this follows through on it.
No, I got you. I'll send you my schedule. I just got a full-time promotion with the team Unscripted. So I'll be with them on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday nights at 8 p.m. But my normal shows are Wednesdays, 6 p.m. I do Boston Talk. So Xavier, if you ever want to get your news on all your Boston, your Boston news and everything like that, that's the best day to catch me on talking about all of our Boston teams. Will be on Wednesday nights, Boston Talk. And then on Fridays, I have a show called the Top 5 with myself and my co-host Jay McLeod. We'll give you insiders on RV, so all around. And then I have my Saturday shows called Sports News with Frankie Cruz, and that's on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern time. But I can, if you guys follow me on Frankie C Sports, my schedule is posted up on there as well.
Okay, make sure you get that, brother. I'm busy too, and I'm gonna get a lot busier once I start going back to work for real. My time here in the room is slowly coming to an end, but I'll be more than happy to at least contribute and watch and give you thumbs up and do anything I can for you, brother. And Frankie, again, thanks for coming aboard. Give your little daughter a kiss from her Uncle Jack.
All right, I got you. Thank you. I'm not gonna say Pats Nation on this show because Jack, we've been on this situation already. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish it off by saying, "Let's go, Pats."
There you go. I like that there, Frankie C. Hey, don't want to piss the old man off. Thanks again there, shipmate. You take care.
No foul.
All right. Good night there, Frankie C. Xavier, don't go nowhere yet. Don't go nowhere yet. And again, I want to make sure that you follow Frankie C Sports, because I saw the hat. I said, I know where I'm going to direct you to, because again, Northeast Streaming Sports with him. And again, you were talking about your Patriots, and even Frankie said it as well, the cream of that division right now, and even before last year, the Bills have been up and coming. They've been nipping at the heels, and they finally ascended to the mountaintop. And I want to say, hey, thanks. First off, thanks again for this comment there, Savage. Appreciate you being here. And Raider Scream is in the house. Thank you for being there as well. Appreciate you being in here, brother. But again, the Pats are going to come back. Again, they have the best coach in football, and you got to throw up a little in your mouth saying it, but he is the best coach in football. And it's because of that quality of the coaching staff that until Belichick is gone, or until Josh McDaniel is not there coaching that offense, that's when you guys are going to take a hit. And I was actually thinking, when is that going to happen, Xavier? When do you think that McDaniel is probably going to say, Bill, you need to friggin' retire because this is going to be my team, or I'm going to go somewhere else?
I think Bill might retire like 6 or 7 more years. He's going to coach.
Wow, that long? McDaniel will not stick around that long.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
Josh McDaniels, he might be gone like 3-4 years, but I think Bill's going to stick around for like 6.
Yeah, I was going to say McDaniel is not going to stick around that long. I mean, he left the one time to coach out in Denver, and it was horrific. And yeah, I mean, that was horrible. And then he came back, and he was going to take the Indy job, but I think Bill told him, I said, hey, if you stick around, this will be your team. And again, Joe B is giving us some reports, and Frankie C says Josh is leaving in 2 more years. I'm going to see this. Jose Baez added Watson defense teams by Rusty Harden. Rusty Harden, I know that name. And Watson to be charged with 25-plus counts. Thank you, Joe B, for that coming in. What's your thoughts on that there, Xavier, about what's going on?
Situation?
Yeah, with Deshaun Watson, yes.
It's looking bad for him.
Now, I'm sorry. Go ahead, partner.
At first, I thought it was because the timing was a little bit suspect. But then after reports came in, more women came in. Yeah, it's not looking good for him.
Okay, now the final thing is this. Now, obviously, you tied your your horses are tied to Cam Newton, and obviously he wasn't horrific, but he wasn't really good for you guys. Okay, what do you think is going to be ultimately who's going to be taking over? Is it going to be a draft pick, or are you guys going to be getting a quarterback? Because I was going to say Marcus Mariota, if available, comes into New England and takes over that job, and you guys have got a really good chance of being better with a mobile quarterback that can actually throw the ball without throwing up ducks, whereas Cam Newton's arm is shot. And he's a lot more mobile than Newton. He's not as strong as Newton, but he's more nimble. So you put Mariota with the Patriots, and again, I'll be kind of calling them the Patriots because, again, out of respect. But you put Mariota with the Patriots, that is a very, very good team in its clinches.
Yeah, Marcus Mariota is a very good quarterback. It's just, I don't know who's going to be our quarterback. I think it's going to be free agent Marcus Mariota, or it might be a draft pick because I think I saw reports that Patriots are highly interested in Justin Fields. So we might trade up in the draft for Justin Fields.
You would definitely have to trade up at least into the top 3 to get Fields. And I think that I'm not sold on Fields. I think he's going to be a very good quarterback. And a lot of people are calling it my Ohio State hate because, no, I don't like Ohio State.
So I don't like Ohio State either.
I'm trying to be real. I'm not trying to be as biased as I am, but I think Justin Fields is going to be a better quarterback than Haskins was because Haskins came out too early. But I'm still not sold on everything that Fields can do. I think it's still going to take Fields a good year or so to become a really good quarterback. Yeah, and see, I'm going to throw this one up as well. Robert Hawk is calling me a hater, but hey, Robert Hawk knows at least that I am obvious about my biasness towards Ohio State.
Yeah, I don't like Ohio State either.
Now, who's your quarterback that you would like to have in the draft? Now, if I said Xavier, you got an ear to Bill Belichick, and I'm going to get you out on this. I'm going to give you this question plus one more. Who do you want as your quarterback if you had the choice?
If I had a choice out of every quarterback in the draft?
Yes. Oh, you can't take the kid from Clemson because he's off the board.
Okay. I think I would say Trey Lance.
Okay. See, and Frankie wants. I'm going to show you what Frankie wants. Frankie wants Mac Jones or Zach Wilson. Why do you want Trey Lance?
I want Trey Lance because I've actually watched some of his tape in North Dakota State. I watched games in North Dakota State. Okay, well, actually, I'm going to have to tune you on to my my roommate from Cuba because he is a huge North Dakota State fan, and when we were down in Cuba together, he would tell me that North Dakota State were better than my Gators, and I had to laugh him out of the room. But I would say that North Dakota State had an excellent program, and Carson Wentz aside, they do have quality in that program. I think Trey Lance is going to be a very good quarterback, but I gotta go with Frankie on this one. If you give me the choice between Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, or Mac Jones, I'm going to take the other two. But that's me. That's me, though. But I have that. And then finally, if you don't get a quarterback, who do you want for your first-round pick there, Xavier? If we don't get a quarterback, that's a hard question. I would say we do need to see what the Patriots need are we need another receiver. So I would say either Jalen Waddle or Devonta Smith. Okay, I take Waddle because Devonta Smith is a very slight, slender wide receiver, and until he in my estimation, again, and I'm not a draft guru, but just knowing what I know about him, Devonta Smith is a fantastic receiver, but he definitely needs to add on more muscle. He's gonna slow down a little bit, but he needs to add on more muscle because the kid will be broken in half. Waddle is a little bit of a I would say tougher specimen. He got injured, but I think that reason I think that the injury to Waddle might make him available to the Patriots. The Patriots are picking number 7 or so, I think. 15. Oh, they're picking. Wow. Okay, they dropped more than that. I think that you would have to be maybe. Well, Waddle might be there at 15, but Frankie wants a running back. So I'm going to give you one more. Xavier. If you're going running back, who do you want? Going running back. See, I don't know a lot of the running backs in the draft. Well, I'll give you a choice between Travis Etienne, the kid out of Clemson, or Najee Harris, the kid out of Bama. Najee Harris. Okay. All right. Well, Xavier, I appreciate you coming aboard there, partner, and don't be a stranger. Make sure you head on over to Frankie C Sports. I appreciate you coming in here, and welcome to the show. And I'm not going to make you say what Sneaky G makes you say at the end of his show. I won't. We won't spoil it for Frankie C. But yeah. I appreciate you sending and giving some love to everybody that's here, and obviously the Raider Nation. We don't like your team, but we like fans that are true. So there we go. I said it for you. Yeah. Thanks for having me. All right, Xavier. Like I said, I appreciate you being on board, partner. Come back again. Okay, I will. Thanks for having me. All right. Good night, Xavier. Thanks for being here, brother. Peace. Yeah, no problem. That was Xavier, man. That's awesome. I love having great people in here. And Frankie C, I can't. Frankie C is smart, and I'm going to put it up here.
He's smart enough not to say it while he's on camera. He's smart enough to set it. I gotta love that. You're through. You're finished. You're washed up, Frankie C. Gotta you go. Yeah, and I was gonna say, make sure, Xavier, if you're still on, and Xavier's good people. Thank you, Michael, for pointing them my way as well. Wow, I've been on long. So I've been on longer than I thought. I appreciate everybody being here. If you didn't get a chance to, and I want to thank the folks that joined in tonight that gave their input via the super chat, super sticker. Just Jason Dean Hunter, $5. Robert Hawk, 2x4.99. So that's 2 entries for him. Mary Brennan, I love Mary. Thank you, Mary, for being there. My favorite Bronco lady, $10. So Mary gets two entries, and Robert Hawk gets 2 entries. Jason Dean Hunter gets 2 entries. No, thank you for being on there. Thank you for being on YTX Man 2. Thanks for having you on. Xavier, if that's you, I think it is X-Man because it says X-Man. Xavier, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome anytime. Mike Givens, apparently Young K thinks Cowboy Nation exists. Get him, Mike. I'm not going to do that. You get him for me. Good night to Frankie C. And he, like I said, Frankie C was smart enough not to say it on camera. Guys, I'm going to go. Thank you again. It is Xavier. Thanks, Xavier, for being there. It was a pleasure having you on, sir. We had some. I mean, we're getting younger too. We had what was it WTF on? We had Mike Givens on. We had Xavier on, and we have obviously some great members of Raider Nation. Plus, we have Mary Brennan on from the Broncos. We had Frankie on, the Pats fan. I like a diverse show. Again, there. I got to show this too. Get Cowboys out. He wasn't born when they want to. Yeah, and you know what, Frankie? If you go over to Sneaky G on his YouTube show again, I'm just telling you, good guy. But you got to leave. You got to leave with it's required. You have to say something on the way off the broadcast, and even I did it. Okay, even I did it. No, Sneaky hasn't been. No, Sneaky didn't. Because Sneaky has actually Sneaky does not have a show on Sunday, so he should be in here. One of these days he will. Hopefully I'll say Sneaky G owes me a show. Go to Sneaky G Man. That is the gentleman that is a Giants fan, really cool guy. And Xavier, thank you for being in here. Frankie C. Again, get all your good Boston area sports from Frankie C Sports on Northeast Streaming Sports. Go see Frankie C Sports. And Frankie, if you need me to pop in to do something specific, I will try to do that as well. Guys, it is 11:42, which is way past my bedtime. Oh, he does a podcast with 2 Cowboy fans on Sunday. That's why. Okay. So he's always on opposite me. I'll have to kick him in the butt. Say, hey, I don't care. You need to come on my show too. Remember, be safe out there. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the folks that gave tonight for the Captain Jack Treasure Trust prizes. Again, one winner, one spin of the wheel, and when there is a big prize gone, I will put another one up there. And so again, you're going to win something. You know, if you win the spin, if you win the wheel spin, and you get a spin of the wheel, you're going to win something. Guarantee it. And it could be really something really nice. Could be that. And can I show it here? Yeah. This is one of the other elite prizes that we have. This is the Las Vegas Raiders Jack Daniels prize pack. You got the Jack Daniels in here, and that is a Jack Daniels hat with the the Las Vegas Raiders emblem on the side. If you folks, obviously, if you win, you got to be of age. I know what you're thinking, Michael Givens. No, Mike Evans, WTF, and Xavier can't win. Got to at least be 21 years of age. But again, that is if you use the Super Chat Super Sticker. There, hey, Frankie C., there you go. If you love Jack Daniels, you give tips or donations. But I'm letting you know this. There's like 100 prizes on the prize wheel. There's like 100 prizes. That's one of them. So it's not a prize wheel with 5 prizes on there, and your chances are 20% that you're going to get it. But you're going to win something. There is, like I said, there is Fred Biletnikoff signed picture. There is the prize pack with the Jack Daniels. There's a Damon Arnett jersey. There is a bunch of other things. I'll have to put it out, all of the prizes that you can win. But there's I think there's like 167 prizes on the prize wheel. So, but you're going to win something. But you got to win the spin first. So this spin's going to have 50 plus the 10 I brought over. Now, after this spin, I'm going to bring 5 over that will be free spins because I had 50 participants, and I'll bring them out. So don't you forget my pin. Yes. Before I go there, Savage, that means like prior to Memorial Day weekend. Make sure that if you're watching, again, give support. I'm doing on my Facebook, I'm doing the birthday support for Wounded Warrior Project. It's on my Facebook page. I appreciate any support that's given. I think that my latest goal was $800. We have a little over 700. I've made the goals, and I've kept pushing them up because my first goal was 200, then it went to 400, then it went to 600. I'm pushing it to 8, and we have until the 1st of April. I'd like to make the 8, and then I'd like to push it to $1,000. That would be really nice to have $1,000 given to the Wounded Warriors, but anything given is positive. Anything given is positive. I leave that. Okay, I'm going to show from Robert Hawk. Need a Jack Daniels prize. Raiders going 8-8. Ohio State lose the national championship. and that's why Robert Hawk gave 2 more entries today. I had that right? Yeah. Robert Hawk gave 2 more entries, so he has 2 more. Remind me to remind you. Yes, Frankie C. Ohio State lost the other day, and my Gators lost today. They're the same team that beat Ohio State. So I got a chance to crow. I had a chance to crow for a whole day about Ohio State. Robert Hawk was giving it to me, and Raider Steve was giving it to me. And Don Webb didn't, but he didn't have to. So I had a whole day of crowing about Ohio State losing to Oral Roberts, and then Oral Roberts beats my Gators. But you know what? They deserved it. They deserved it. So that's why you call it March Madness. Oh, Syracuse with Boeheim's kid. Looking good. Yeah, they are. And great kid. And you think he's a freshman. But we will talk about that. My next show will be Thursday. It'll be the You Don't Know Jack About Sports show. And eventually I will have my Tuesday show when I can get the gals together. It's going to be Captain and His Wenches, or the Captain and Wenches show. It's Captain and Wenches for sure. The title's working title, but Captain and Wenches are in the show. When I get with the young ladies, we'll find out when we do the show. Look for it; it's upcoming. And remember, during football season, I do a show with Ref Guru on Wednesdays. It's over on the N-FL network on YouTube. It's NFL Nation Live. It's a great show. Ref Guru was a referee in the National Football League. Great guy. Hey, good night to you as well, Robert Hawk. Thank you there. There you go. After my show, Unscribbled Tuesday and Thursday. There you go. Yeah. There you go. There's Frankie C. 8 p.m. The cap at 9. There you go. There you are. Yeah, make sure you go to Frankie C first, and then you can come watch me. Now, again, we'll do that show, Captain and Wench's show, as soon as I get the gals to say when we're going to do it. That's upcoming. That's it. But it's slotted for Tuesday night. Ref Guru, Violator, myself, and maybe Homer again, and hopefully so. We'll be doing Wednesdays. It'll be NFL Nation Live. That's on Ref Guru's channel. Check it out, guys. It's a really good show. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, it's entertaining. It's the upcoming week in football with analysis and updates and our picks. And then Friday live will be the Elite Superfans show. That's on Friday nights. Got to see this one. This next Thursday, it's the Gun Show with Captain Jack. I get my second COVID shot. I get my second COVID shot on Thursday. I hope that doesn't kick my butt. I don't like to get the the after effects. My arm was sore as the first one. I will say that it was sore as. But I'd rather it just be sore instead of it being like, get those bad after effects. But again, Thursday, I'll get my second COVID shot. I'll muddle through, man. I'll muddle through. I will make sure that I'm here. It will take an act of God to make sure that I'm not there. Yeah, and Frankie, I was gonna say. And Frankie and Savage together. So there you go. I like making sure that people come here, and I push them out to other good people. We got some good entertainment here on Northeast Streaming Sports. Yeah, the zombie effects, man. I don't like that. So again, thanks again for being here. Wow, 3 hours almost. And I'm gonna head on out with some folks out here. Been wonderful being here. Thanks for everybody being here. Thanks for the contributors. Again, when we get to 50 paid contributors plus the 10 that came over, we'll do another spin of the wheel for the Captain's Treasure Chest prizes. Thank you for being there. Thank you for sending donations to the Wounded Warrior Project. Come to my Facebook page and do that. I want to at least get to 800 and hopefully get to 1,000 by the 1st of April. My birthday is the 29th, and I will be on Uncensored with Corey the Raider next Sunday night, Uncensored, myself, Corey the Raider. I can swear my tuchus off because it's uncensored and it's not on my channel. So if you ever want to hear the Captain let the F-bombs fly again for one night, come and watch Uncensored with Corey the Raider and Captain Jack next Sunday night over on Facebook. We'll see everybody there. Have a great week upcoming. Take care of yourselves. Yeah! Raider Nation! Ah! We'll see you next time, folks. Take care.
You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.